Hello, chums. Hope you can hear me. Yes, hello. Welcome to another one of our one-shots. We're going to play a game that we barely know how to play. I have certainly not been reading the rulebook only an hour ago, trying to figure out how it works. Millie has some experience, though, so of course I'm going to be leaning on her for all of my rules questions. No, no. Yeah, oh, bye. Yeah, right, James. Look how fucking cute everyone looks. I'm surrounded by cats. Isn't it so fucking cool? What I do need to do is I need you to introduce who your cat is because I haven't looked at any of the character sheets. Because I am prepped. Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this. This looks really cool. And Susie, you spotted my little Easter egg on the overlay. About to get some more of that for the session. About to delve into that, find out what's going on. Susie, you're on my left on the overlay. Why don't you start? Why don't you tell us who your cat is? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's happened. Genuinely don't know what's happened. Maybe I do know what's happened. Maybe I do know what's happened.
Like, because of
I
Susie
have.
say.
Because I put my Bluetooth headphones in. Not these ones. And now you can all speak. Sorry,
Hi.
Susie. Why don't you say that all again for us?
Start that again. Hello, everyone. My cat is Minmo. She is a beautiful pampered Persian who is a model for cat food exactly once and has never stopped talking about it since. She lives with her lovely human Heather, who is a troubled young teenage girl that lives with her single father in the suburbs.
Called Heather. That's good. I like it. I like it very much. Exactly once and hasn't stopped talking about it. It's fucking golden. Oh my god. All right, awesome. Millie, you're next.
Hi,
Hello.
I am Fluffykins. I'm a very fuzzy, fluffy grey and black cat. Very fluffy, very sharp claws. I pretend to be very cute and innocent in front of my human, but in reality, I am a psychotic killing machine. He's Graham, my human. He's he's a lovely boy. Nobody good enough for a Graham. He's been a bit unlucky in love recently because apparently finding sane women is a bit difficult in this day and age. But it turns out all his dates have been completely sane, and I've just been setting them all up because I don't think they're good enough for him. So I get to keep him to myself. What?
Are these all character prompts from the book?
No.
Does it ask you to do shit like this?
This is just me.
Okay, cool. I'm here for it.
This is just who we are, Sam.
This is just
who
who
we are.
I love this. This is never ending. V, who are you playing?
I am playing Delphi, a jet black, void-looking Siberian cat who likes just being nosy about her owner's life. Her owner, Beatrix, thinks that she's a bit of a mystic or a witch, and she's really not. It's just luck and coincidence. But Delphi's the one with all the real power. She can read human books, and for the most part likes to strut around talking about myths and superstitions, and really revels in the idea that she can ruin any human's day just by walking past them on account of her being a black cat. She thinks it's amazing.
It's fucking brilliant. Oh my god. James says this is peak fam. It is. It is absolutely fucking on brand. And being on brand, I am not a cat, although two may appear at some point during the show. I am tasked with being I think it's GM in this game. I don't know. But this one thing I'm weirdly weird about is the nomenclature for that. As I said, I barely know what's happening. I have a 3-paragraph problem prompt that we're going to go with. And I have some vague stats. The one thing I love about this game, it seems, is that I don't have to roll anything, which is fucking great. I just have difficulties for things, so that's really groovy. You all have to roll things though, and let me check up on the old steps of your
logging
kitty.
into Roll20 would be a really good idea, wouldn't it?
Might be a start.
La 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 la. I'm so on it.
We've already lost Susie. She's out for the count.
She pressed her lips together And
I forgot
no.
that my top lip was black. I forgot.
Oh my days. All right.
It begins.
So it looks like our kitties have 3 attributes: cute, cunning, and fierce, because of course. And this is the number of dice that they roll to try and succeed on the tasks that they're handling. It's look again. It's a game designed for kids too, so it's actually very simple in its kind of core mechanic. So you roll that number of dice in your cute, whatever it was, and cunning and fierce. You might get some extras if you're using a talent. I honestly have not read any further than that, so you're going to have to tell me if you're using a talent and how it applies, and we'll just make it work. You also get two more dice, and when I say dice, I mean d6. You're welcome, James. When you're using a magic thing that you have some magical abilities. You add 2 dice to the thing, apparently, and we make it work in the narrative as well. And then let's have a look. So basically, the difficulty is the number that you need to get on each of the dice. So a 3 is easy, for example, whereas a 6 really hard. And then you need a varying number of those in order to succeed. So by the looks of it, you need, if you only get 1 of the target number that you have on any of the dice, then you have that success but situation where you have like a complication thrown in. If you get 2 of the number you need, then that's a normal success, and then anything above that you just do like extra and you're super cool. And in the Roll20 I even put in a few things there, for example bonuses that you can get that are super cool as well. So we'll figure it out as we go, I guess. Susie, I see you're in the Roll20. Well done there. Yeah. Wonderful. All right, let's kick things off. I would have some music prepped, but for the life of me, not Spotify. Let's not get DMCA'd immediately. Where are you, Mr. Tabletop Audio? My favorite person of the hour. City in the City? Oh, okay, yeah, why not? So what I want to do is I want to start off asking you cats, you cool cats, what you are up to, where we find your kitty at the beginning of this episode that we are going to call the Rats Resistance. Some Zs in there, some silent Zs. Here you go. V, where do we find your kitty?
So Delphi is lounging on the very plush, soft, slightly old-fashioned sofa of her owner Beatrix's London home. There's some books spread out across the coffee table and a couple that have been left on the sofa. And she's kind of doing that cat thing, where they just lay on stuff in a really inconvenient way. She's doing that while browsing this book page, which is about the tarot that Beatrix has been reading. And there's a stack of cards in the corner while Beatrix is off somewhere, probably in the kitchen, making a nice cup of tea. And she's just perusing and browsing, and occasionally there's a book that she spots that she doesn't like, so she knocks it off the side of the coffee table and goes back to her place, sitting there waiting to see if Beatrix has got anyone coming around for one of her readings again today, so she can sit in the corner and judge.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you're flicking through the book all about the tarot deck, and through the open French doors, you can hear the sounds of River City off in the distance from these suburbs. You flick to a page that strangely looks as though it has had, in fact, it's what's happened is where the image of the kind of superimposed tarot card would have been on the layout of the page has been it's like it's been torn out, and there is little graffiti in a pen, like a kind of scratchy pen, a biro that has barely worked, that says lols with a Z. And if you look a little harder, the tear, the edging, it's actually not a clean like tear across and then down the page. It actually looks like it's been nibbled all around, and got little tooth marks and stuff all around that page. And just as you were looking at that, there is a ring at the doorbell, and Beatrix heads off to the front door to answer for one of her clients. What do you want to get up to?
I guess Delphi is distracted for a minute by the doorbell and pads around and finds a a nice place by that book on the sofa to make sure that she's seen when this person comes in, so she can judge and be petted. But I think that once she can hear like the murmur going on at the door and the greeting, her attention is turned back to that cutout in the book, and she's very annoyed that this has been removed because she was reading this and it's incredibly rude. Can she probably tell what's nibbled away at it by the nibble marks along here?
Well, let's make a roll. Let's try it.
Okay.
I read this is gonna be cunning, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think she's gonna do the thing where she kind of paws at it a bit and gives it a sniff.
Oh yeah, a little bit of a sniff. Yeah. So roll cunning. Have you got any talents or magical abilities that would help you out?
Not with this one, no. Unless being able to read human language works, but I don't think that's any like relevant to figuring out.
Is that just I think that's a thing that you magical cats can just do.
There's a specific so I think all magical cats can like read bits of human language, but there's a talent for like it coming easily to you and being able to like properly
have you got
read
that?
and understand. Yeah, that's what I have.
Oh yeah, fuck it, I'll give it to you there. Yeah. So add another dice as well to your
so I'm rolling.
So I set up a macro too. I probably should have said that. This is
just called
called roll. So I might have deleted the previous ones, or maybe I just edited that one.
I can't
Either way,
see it. I don't think you've made it visible to us, Sam.
Whoops. Now it is. There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, go up to the little collections thing at the top, the ... menu, and then chuck it in your bar, and it just asks you what how many dice.
How many dice I'm rolling? Yeah, is that? I assume it's 3 for my cunning plus the 1 talent die.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Exactly that. And this is going to be easy. Fuck it. So you're looking for 3s.
So it's asking me what the difficulty is.
3.
3, cool. 3 successes.
3 successes, which means you get a success and you do it. Plus you get a bonus. So have a look at the example bonus here, 3 successes on the Roll20 thing, and maybe you can figure something like that out. But the basic premise you get is from a little sniff around and from a little padding at the page. This is definitely the work of the little nibbling rats with their like 2 front teeth.
She is not pleased by this. I imagine there is a quick dash of the book off of the sofa with her paw as she struts around, like pacing around in the circle on the sofa cushion. As she realizes this, and I imagine she jumps down onto the floor and immediately starts looking along the baseboards, like perimetering the room now that she's seen this.
Yeah. What little bonuses have we got here? A fellow kitty gets an extra die for their next dice pool. You or a fellow kitty shrug off an owie you've suffered. You also accomplish a second goal. That could be something. One foe can't cause trouble for some time. Something else fun and exciting happens.
Oh, can I go with something else fun and exciting happens?
Please, yeah.
Can as Delphi is padding around now, being a bit territorial now that she knows some pesky rat has nibbled away at her book that she was reading, is it possible that she like spots something out of the corner of her eye, like in the kitchen, like across the floor?
Yeah, absolutely. What you think is a little rat tail just whips around the corner of the kitchen door.
She huffs to herself and just prowls slowly to the kitchen. Like when cats are just before they're getting ready to pounce, she starts going to the door, padding carefully.
Like really low down.
Yeah, like
the ears
really
are going
low
back,
down. Yeah.
And her Butt's doing a little wiggle. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not quite there because it's not quite pounce time. But at that point, you are just like interrupted, and you can't help but your tail just go. As you hear the client come in, but you'd completely forgotten it. You weren't expecting it, and so you're surprised. And you look back, and there's kind of male client, kind of very kind of middle class dress. He's got like a kind of jacket on, and just looking rather kind of awkward. Beatrix comes in, and she looks around for you, and she's like, "Delly Poo, where are you going? What's going on?"
And just like that, Delphi switches and is like out of pounce mode, bright-eyed, like bushy-tailed.
Tail up. Yeah.
Looks at her, looks at the client, meows loudly and politely, and does the walk around the feet until she gets first. And the whole time she's just thinking to herself, "You poor fool. What is it that she's going to tell you today that's not going to make any sense? Oh, this will be fun." And like leaps up onto the coffee table and just watches as they sit at another table in the room as the cards go out, and it's just like horrible like gleefulness in the worst way, just waiting to see what disaster unfolds.
All right, Millie, where do we find your kitty? Beginning of this episode.
My kitty will be on the lap of her human Graham, who is attempting to do some graphic design work, but she wants him to pet her face, and that obviously comes as a priority. So he's trying to do some typing and some moving of the mouse, and every time it's like a boffing his hand onto the back of her neck or nibbling his fingers.
Yeah. What was your kitty's name again?
Fluffykins.
Fluffykins.
Yes, it's a respectable old school name. Don't laugh at me.
All right. So he's trying his hardest to not pay you attention. He's got it. I'm literally taking my emotional memory back to this morning. He's got a conference call on with some headphones in, laptop in front of him. He's like, no, I'll definitely be ready by Thursday. Look, just tell the printer we will.
Graham, play with my face. This bit here.
And like you're showing your butt to the laptop by this point, so the conference call's getting a full butt shot. As he just full on picks you up into that kind of like banana kind of loose legs situation. Just puts you back down on the floor.
Dignity.
Bit more tapping, bit more mouse work. Yeah.
I will sharpen my claws on his chair.
And the chair is absolutely ravaged, much like this one. So it's just, it's this is an old scratching post for you, basically.
This is how I show my displeasure.
Yeah. Do the good old stretch.
Yeah.
Scratch. And then you two see off out the window what you think is the little flick of a rat tail. How rats? You don't see a lot of rats in your neck of the woods. Maybe a few squirrels. Definitely a lot of birds, kind of flitting about, like crows and stuff like that, flying past the window, but not a lot of rats.
I glare at it for a second and make that bird noise because it's up and I want to eat it, and therefore that's the name I call it. And I'll hop up on the windowsill and have a look.
All right. Why don't you roll me cute? This is you trying to entice something with your little, weird mouthy thing that they do.
I'm a very unhappy person, so that it's unlikely to go well.
This is going to be difficulty 4, I think.
This does not bode well. Nothing.
Oh no!
No.
All right. You may have a complication.
Yes.
All right. All right. So you're human. It was Graham, was it? You said.
Graham, yes.
All right. He gets up, and he then he whips his phone out, and he seems to be talking to his parents on the phone about meeting up or something like that. And the place is looking like a little bit of a mess, and so he's looking around a little exasperated. And your complication is that he is gonna like ferry you out of the room, and kick you out the back door.
Graham, no.
And that's when you slam the door.
Like this proper full on, like, I am going to eviscerate every item of clothing you own later today. But for now, must find wiggly worm thing.
And just off in the distance in the garden, just maybe only a few feet away, you can hear a little from just a few little tiny little echoey voices.
You should be careful making that noise. A lot of people die laughing. And I will try and sniff it out.
All right. We're going to see Susie's kit first. Where do we find you? And just remind me of your kitty's name again as well.
So Minmo is just patrolling around the kitchen. She's hungry, and she walks past several boxes of different brands of cat food, which she has decided that one week she just doesn't want to eat anymore. So there's like at least 6 different brands of cat food where she used to eat them, but then just one week was... And she is looking up at the side, the kitchen cabinet side, where she knows the treats are kept. She knows the treats are in there. And she's like, she looks around for her humans, doesn't see them, hops up onto the cabinet side and is pawing at the door. And Minmo has kind of figured out how to get a paw underneath. So it just kind of opens and she sees the bag of treats. But her humans are wise to her and have put it on a higher shelf. So she's at present trying to climb up the cupboard to get to the treats.
All right. Give me
she's got a big obnoxious
roll.
bow on the side of her neck as well, which is kind of getting in the way. So she's like, she's pampered.
All right. Give me a fierce roll. Is there a talent or a magical ability that will help here?
No, I don't believe so.
All right. This is going to be difficulty 4 as well. This is going to be like medium difficulty.
So we just roll 2 by standard, right? Is it 2?
You roll whatever number your fierce is.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, that's 1.
Good luck.
What's the difficulty? Difficulty 4.
4.
Oh!
Success, but this is perfect. Okay, so you manage to just grasp with one paw. You manage to hook the treats, but they fall rather than you grabbing hold of them. So they fall onto you, and there's for everyone else, I guess, a split second, but for you, this is the slow-mo kind of, you've got time to react, right? So that kind of slaps you in the face, and you're like, blah, and then you're falling, and you realize you've got to twist to get into your feet again, and then you are onto the kitchen counter, and obviously your humans have heard that kitchen cabinet door clonk shut with a little the little hinges, and you can hear them shouting already. But that is not the thing that perturbs you, because on the floor is this empty treat packet, and it has got little holes in it, and the top has been partly torn off, but like in a way that it's not just that, because the ones that we've got, you can pull a little like Sealy bag thing of them, right? But like even that part of the corner of that's been ripped off so that they would just fall out and stuff. And so yeah, it's basically just crumbs now. This smells lovely, but there's like no treats in there.
Well, because Minmo is a dramatist, she sees this, paw comes up to the forehead, and she lets out a wail as if like she's dying. that someone has eaten her treats. Like, it is the most overdramatic, like, just pathetic wail that comes out of her when she sees this. And she's looking like she has been betrayed by everyone and everything. She looks up at the cupboard. How could the cupboard let people in here? She's looking towards where her humans are. How could they let this happen to her? She's looking for someone to blame. She's really just having a moment.
All right, and it's at that point that who is your human again? Because they come in.
My human is Heather. She's a teenage girl.
All right. So does she live with her parents?
Her dad.
Yeah. So her dad's like yelling for her to basically clean up the mess that you've made as like you're her cat, right? No, or she's your human. And so, you know, she comes in and she's just like, oh, what are you doing? And she's just like having a go at you. So she, you know, grabs the treat wrapper and she kind of looks at it quizzically for a second. And she's like, you know, thinking, sure, we bought some of these last week. It's weird, okay. But then she just kind of puts the wrapper in the bin. But she picks you up and she gives you a little stroke. She gives you the baby cradle. So you're like legs up like this, like getting the belly rubs. Yeah. Looking out the back window. And along the back window is an old climbing frame that she doesn't use anymore. And on the top of that climbing frame, 3 rats, 1, 2, 3 in a row, are all looking down at you and giggling to themselves.
Because I am a woman who is predictable at best. The Kill Bill sirens go off in Minmo's head. She sees these rats. These are the ones that did it. Her human doesn't seem perturbed about this horrible crime which happened in their house, so Minmo will have to fix it. So she does that cat thing where she's all like relaxed and purring and having a good time, and then suddenly she's just like, I'm out, bye. And like claws
get out.
Wriggle, and then, you know, claws just go in because you got to get purchased. Doesn't matter who's there. Love my human, but fuck her, I need to move. So claws in her arm, and I'm just like, woof, out the cat door to the back garden.
Yeah.
I get stuck a little bit because Minmo's got a little junk in the trunk, so she has to kind of like wiggle out of the cat door.
All right, yeah. So this this is going to be a fierce roll as well. I'm gonna bring in your I'm gonna use your little description of like you'd still got a little bit of junk in the trunk, you can't quite get through the door, as like a flaw that is apparently part of the game. So you're at -1 dice. That means that if you haven't got any talents or any magical abilities right now, you can't roll. So you won't succeed at this thing. Well, have a think about it. However, because you've introduced the flaw, I'll give you a kitty treat. So kitty treats, let's find what they do again. Where are the rules? Kitty treats. So you can spend kitty treats to re-roll to avoid an injury. Use a bonus feature if you have one from your magical powers, and add something to the story. All right. So yeah, there's no adding dice, unfortunately.
I do have my magical power is the ability to stop time.
Oh. That's very cool. I will give you 2 dice for that.
So she's wriggling out, and then she's like, "Oh fuck, stop time."
Yeah. Shit. I need to get through. Yeah. All right. All right.
Are you gonna give me 2 dice for this?
Yeah. Roll these 2 dice. Are you so basically, you're trying to catch these mice.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I will actually get their. I'll get like their stats out. Hang on.
What's the difficulty?
Well, so their stat is the difficulty.
Oh, gotcha.
So, little critters. Here we go. 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
No successes. I rolled 2 2s.
All right. So you stop time. You're like, fuck. This is okay. No, I've got to get out of this. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Out the cat door. You rush, but you kind of break your concentration a little bit, and time starts whirring again. And then you can just hear, as you're rushing after the 3 of them, just before they break and all scarper, they say like, oh, she's doing one, and then they like scarp her. So now hang on a minute, right? So we figured out playing D&D on a Sunday that I have voice accents for animals. We realised foxes are Scousers. Apparently, this is just a thing that's a fact. I don't know what happened. I don't know what started. Rats are definitely London, right? They're definitely Cockney. Yeah. So, okay. Squeaky Cockneys. So in Squeaky Cockney, they're like, she's doing one, and like scarp her, off they go. And just because there's 3 of them, I think there's that moment where you're just like, that one, no. Oh shit! Now I haven't decided which one I'm going for. They've all just run away. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So now I'm just here. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. All right. V. I guess the session is long, the tarot reading session, and there is some absolute jargon and nonsense going on. Like, none of it makes any sense. Because you know, right?
Yeah, Beatrix is just clutching at straws the entire time and just filling in stuff. But I imagine this dude is like so bought into this process he doesn't even realize. And Delphi's over in the corner and occasionally meows loudly at something Beatrix says, which sounds really adorable, but actually it's more like Delphi going, oh no, come on. You used that one last time. The same problem. Just like judging from the corner and like adding in comments that Beatrix can't understand.
Yeah. So by the time the reading's over, Beatrix comes over to you and, you know, she gives you a little fuss for all of the... You've been very loud today. You know, gives you a little scritch under the chin. But then she grabs a cigarette and she kind of absentmindedly carries her tarot with her and she heads out the back doors, out the French doors to have a cigarette. And she kind of, with her cigarette packet, plonks the tarot deck onto a ledge that's, I don't know how athletic you are. What's your fierce kind of stat like? 1. Yeah, this is too high for you to get up onto, definitely, because I've got a chonker here and she can't get up on certain ledges for sure.
Delphi wouldn't, try and climb up there. That would be beneath her. She has things to her. That's
Totally.
She likes her, her comfortable life and just finding other ways to get things from high places.
Bonus kid. And much like this one, yeah. So you watch as she, has a cigarette. You want to go? Okay. Oh, see, that scared the other one. It's like cats, man. They're so dumb. Yeah, he's scared. You see, though, that you can just about make out that because of the way the cards are positioned, you can't quite see where, absentmindedly again, the packet for the cards has been left open a little bit. But they just kind of shift a little bit again. And then you just make out, just on this ledge, you can see the little face of a rat, and it's like nibbling and pulling at a card and trying to like pull at a card. And then just as it's got one in its mouth, it kind of pulls it out enough of the packet that it's kind of half out, and it sits there, and then it kind of sits there and it sees you, so it freezes.
I feel like Delphi does a thing where she, like, the thing freezes, and when cats go really low because they're like, I've seen you now, and she's like, it's that horrible stare down moment that feels like slow-mo, where she's looking at the rat and the rat's looking at her.
And that freeze that animals do, particularly cats, where they're like, something's looking at me, so I'm just going to be really still. And then the rat kind of panics for a second, averts its eyes, and then pulls again on the card, which gives you a second to like advance or like move up and try and get a better position.
Like the Ninja Cat video, where like as soon as it's looking away, she's like forward a little bit more and even lower down. And that little, like the little growly thing that they do when they're not happy, and like the tail starts to go on end. She starts that up. Well, that's what it sounds like to her human, I imagine. But in her, she's like, I would put that down if I were you. Right now.
You've not seen you. You can't get up here, can you? And it like pulls at the card.
If it pulls at it, she's just going to go and she's going to leap for it. Like that cat sprint that you get. You know, like when you're playing with cats and, and then suddenly they're going for your hand instead of the toy. She's not having it. They've already chewed up the book. They don't get the cards.
Okay. So this is going to be a difficulty 4 again. It's going to be fierce. If you've got any talents, add a dice. If you've got any magical abilities you want to use, add 2 dice.
Her magical ability is to do with seeing visions, so it's not going to apply here. This is going to go so badly for her.
With the chonker.
Rolling 1 dice. No successes.
No successes. All right, yeah. So, yeah, it's a bit of a belly flop as you like try and almost run up the ledge to try run up the wall, the brick wall, to try and get onto the ledge where the cards and cigarettes are. The rat has a moment of bravery and actually doesn't like flinch or move. It just kind of like waits with the cards still in its mouth and like looks down on you, and you rush up about halfway and flop back down. And then the rat kind of laughs at you like, and like just finally pulls out the card long enough. So what's a kind of powerful / offensive, rather than defensive, not offensive like it's horrible, card in the tarot deck? I don't know if you can do things with tarot. I think you just read stuff, right? But what's like a kind of like, we're going to get you kind of tarot card?
I mean, you could argue in basic terms the tower, because that's usually about calamity, but also can also be a thing of like what comes afterwards. But the tower is like classically seen as like the bad card.
All right.
Right up along with, yeah.
It pulls out the tower for sure. And you get a flash of that as it kind of skits away on the ledge. You are whisked up by your owner, by Beatrix, and she's asking, what have you seen? What have you seen? And she looks around, and she, for whatever reason, dumb human, can't see what you're going after. Good little camouflaged rat. And so she's still got half a cigarette, but what she does, as part of the complication then, is she puts you indoors and she shuts the French doors because she doesn't want you kind of running off. But so you're still kind of on the other side, however you want to be. But what you see on the other side of the French doors is this rat doing like commando like shimmy, like upside down along the washing line, with a card in its mouth, just flapping around, with this little tail just going to try and balance it as it's shimmying along the thing. And you see, no word of a lie, like 10 other rats, like at the other end, that are kind of like skitting or climbing up and down this little pole that the wire is like tied onto at the other end. And they're like, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like egging them on, and then this little rat kind of gets to the other end, kind of sits on the thing, has a little look round to you, and then drops the card down as it kind of flits down. Then another one of the rats catches it, and then as one by one, really quickly, all of this little kind of gaggle of rats. I don't know what a collective noun for rats are. Maybe chat can help me out. But they all skitter away down behind a fence, like the back garden fence, and you're stuck indoors.
Delphi is doing that thing that cats do by the kitchen door, where all you just hear is meow, meow, really loudly. You know, like when a cat's like, let me out right now. And that is Delphi. She's just, Beatrix, Beatrix, you open this door right now, woman. I tried to help you. Just now. Hello. Put the silly little stick down and pay attention to me. Hello. Just the whole time like batting at the glass as Beatrix is paying her no attention, finishing her cigarette.
Yeah, totally. Millie. What happened to you? I can't remember now.
I got locked out of the house, Sam.
Got locked out of the house, yeah.
Yes, it was very sad.
Yeah. What did they do to you? Fucking hell. My mind just suddenly did a fart.
Well, they just waggled the tail by the window, and I tried to get up there and failed, and then I got put outside, and they took the piss out of me. They did a laugh at me.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to do now that you're outside? Now that
I
you're
would like
stuck.
to stalk the laughing one and kill it.
Oh yeah, a little laughing gag. I remember now. The little laughing. What did chat say? Mischief.
Prick.
Yeah. All right. This probably cunning,
Okie
I
dokie.
guess, if that's sensory stuff. Have you got any cool things, talents, magical abilities?
It depends.
Oh.
If this is just the stalking rather than attacking type stuff. But if I'm attacking, I can use my special claws.
All right, let's do it. So you very slowly pad around the corner of the back door, the wall just around the back door, and you can see 4 rats, a couple a bit bigger and fatter than the others, and they're all still laughing at you.
What is difficulty of kill rat?
The difficulty of kill rat is only where
Or
we
maybe not
fierce.
even kill for now. I want to make him suffer first, but maybe pin.
This
pin
is
rat.
probably fierce if you're attacking, right? So this is
Okay.
this is 3. Okay.
Plus
To be fair,
claws.
rats are 3 across the board, so if you're doing anything specifically to them, then 3 is what we're after. So it's
Okay,
fairly
so
easy.
I'm using my fierce and I've got an additional 4 claws. All right.
Is that your magical ability?
No, that's just a talent I have.
It's just a
I've
talent.
got
Yeah,
really good
so
claws.
1 more dice. Yeah,
Okay, and that's 3.
here's a 3.
Submit. Yes, rat is fucked.
Nice. 4 successes. You can choose one of these. Your kitty and all fellow kitties gain an extra die to use in your next dice pools. You shrug off an injury. You and all your fellow kitties shrug off an owie. One foe suffers an extra owie. You gain the extra effect of a kitty treat without needing to spend one. Very nice. So that could be something like re-rolling any of the dice there you've got, or adding a story detail, or it could be something else super awesome happens. This needs GM approval.
I would like to give all friends extra bonus to see what they do with it.
Nice.
Because these little bastards are getting the best of us, and I do not like it.
Yeah. All right. So you pounce on them, skewer one rat with your claws, and you've got it pinned down. The other 3 scarper, but you have this one in hand. What would you like to do?
I will tell the other 3 to run. Keep running. Don't laugh at me. You, what's his name? What are? Why? I'll squeeze with my claw a bit more. I cannot hear you. Trev. Why are you here? Trev.
Well, you see, we're a bit knocked off that you cats kind of rule the neighborhood. So we're gonna fix that.
Explain narked off.
I don't know actually. They just said knocked off, and I kind of got it. That's what they say in the meetings anyway.
The meetings.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Don't there haven't been any meetings. I have to say anything about
I
meetings.
squeeze him with my claw a bit more. Just like poke it in and. You are small and lying.
There have been meetings. Yeah. Lots of them actually.
So you tell me more about these meetings. What was it? Trev? Trev?
If I tell you, will you let me go?
Maybe. Maybe I will eat small piece of you for each bit of information that I find out is lie.
No, I quite like bits of me, so don't do that.
Well, then impress me.
Oh, only meant to ask a question.
Where is meeting?
Fourth lamppost, turn right. Down the drain. You knock 4 times. On the little pipe. Next to the big nappy iceberg, and then they'll let you in.
What is meeting? You have congratulations, by the way, you have just earned this foot.
Let's go. Well, see, it's the rat's front of the River City.
Front.
Yeah, it's a political front. It's like it's parody. It's like a political front. It's we don't like something, so we try and change it.
You are very noisy.
So I'm sorry.
Why is meeting?
Well, I just said at the top, didn't I? I just said we don't like you anymore. Not
Well,
you
did you like
specifically.
me
I quite
before?
like you specifically.
What do you like about me? She was quite pleased about that.
You're not eating me.
Currently, correct.
And
Come,
you're...
Trev, you will show me to meeting.
Oh, okay.
I pick him up in my mouth. You will give me directions I will not remember. Come.
Oh God.
He just cries like halfway down the lane.
I'm gonna go and get my friends. I'm assuming we all know each other.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So montage. You'll meet up very quickly. How do you meet up? So I've completely forgotten what everyone else was doing. Although V is inside, Susie, you are outside. So you probably meet up outside. So Fluffykins has a rat in her mouth.
Minmo, upon seeing this,
And it's
just
just
tilts her
crying.
head and sort of squints. That's disgusting.
I have found small, noisy teller of meeting.
Meeting?
And I'll kind of like hook a claw into his armpit so he can't run away and put him down on the floor. Like, yes, many of these small, noisy pricks, they do not like us, but they like me. They want to make cats go away. They have meeting.
And again, Minmo looks extremely offended at this. Paul comes up. They want to make cats go away? But why?
Tell-
And then she looks back down at Trev, and sort of looms over him. Are you and your friends the ones who eat my treats?
I can't say I'm pertinent to every plan, but maybe.
There's like a little growl, a little twitch. But she sniffs him and like has the urge to vom. We should go get Delphi.
Yeah. This
Wonder
is
if
what
she's
I
got herself locked inside again.
Come, Trev. We meet some more friends you don't like. I'll pick him up
Okay,
by the scruff of the neck like a kitten. Just have him
Okay,
dangling.
all right. I don't really have a choice.
Okay. Yeah, the two of you come to V's back door, but yeah, she unfortunately the French doors have been closed, and now there is no human. The cigarette has ended.
Well, I feel like Delphi has been stalking around the living room, trying to think of a way to get the doors open again. Now that Beatrix has come inside from the cigarette, this is a problem because she's missed the opportunity of like dashing through the doors as she comes back in.
Yeah,
And upon seeing Minimo and Fluffykins outside with this rat hanging from her mouth, she's like, I've got to get out of here. She has a look around And I feel like that on the table where this, tarot reading was going on, I like to think that, there's like a lit candle and some incense that has now gone out. And suddenly Delphi knows how she can get the door open. So she climbs up onto the table and just like the way cats just nudge things gently between their paw and their face, she starts moving this incense, which has been put out closer and closer to that candle until it starts to smoke. Jumps down and just gives it a couple of minutes as it gets smokier and the incense leaves are burning, and then starts meowing really loudly to get Beatrix to come down, hoping that she'll open the French doors to let the smoke out because it's getting smoky in here. And when she does, she will be waiting so that she can finish her plan and escape through them as the doors are left open to air the room out.
I'm getting abuse because I don't have a nose. But I'm trying to explain that I'm a rat.
You're a really bad rat.
Wow.
I can attest that chat does not think I'm a really bad rat. In fact, they think I'm a
Human
really
lady
good
is
rat.
correct. You are shit rat.
Fuck off.
You are shit.
Now, the abuse.
Wow. Roasted.
Yeah,
My own channel.
that is Delphi's cunning plan, is make the room smoky so Beatrix has to open the doors. And Beatrix is an old lady, so she's not going to be able to catch Delphi as she slinks out of them very quickly when she does, but she's just the smoke in the room. That's the plan anyway, to get outside.
All right. What do you fancy rolling? Cute or cunning?
I think she's going for cunning. She's being a bit of a bitch about this whole thing. She does not like being trapped inside. Especially when she can see her friends outside and clearly something is going on and there's another rat there and Delphi would like answers.
All right. This will be difficulty 3.
Okay. 2 successes.
Very nice. So that is a basic success. So yeah, you do that. Eventually, Beatrix has to come along, shuffle along, puts out the incense, and she's like, I thought I put this out, and then she slides open the French door a little bit and tries to kind of ineffectively waft the smoke out, which gives you a chance, even like undetected, I would say, to skitter out into the back garden.
Oh, I feel like Delphi doesn't even care about being seen because Beatrix hasn't got this spryness to catch her. So as she's wafting this thing out, Delphi just pads out, just not giving a fuck, just like, told you I would get out. Yes, well, expect me back for dinner. and just pads over, and I guess like disappears around the side of the house with Minmo and Fluffykins. Well, now that she's finally opened those doors, what is that, dear God? Just like...
Hello.
Yeah, I keep my paw, just one claw on his shoulder, almost like I've draped an arm around him, just making it really clear he doesn't want to move. This is new friend Trev.
No, I hardly think he's a friend. And she kind of like lays down so that her big yellow eyes, just from this fluffy black face, are just like right at his level. Were you the little scoundrel that ate my book?
Oh, no, not me. No.
Trev likes to give information in exchange for limbs.
Oh, well, that is a good deal. Well, you know how to strike a bargain, Fluffykins.
I'm hoping that he gets one wrong at some point. I'm getting peckish.
I mean, really. Well, I'm guessing something's going on if you have a little rat thing. I had a book chewed by one of these. Can you believe it? Took the picture of the tarot card right from the page.
Maybe they
Criminals.
need a picture for a meeting.
These little criminals have been eating my treats.
Well, that's not very nice, is it?
I know, breaking into the sanctity of my home.
And mine.
It should have happened a while ago.
Minmo just gives like the stare of death.
What?
Before she like, huh. And there's like a big like diamante bell around her. Like she's got this big bow, but then she's got like a big diamante bell as well. Just peeks out between the fur.
Well,
So-
what are we doing with it?
Well, he is telling us all about small prick meetings, and we maybe go there.
You have meetings?
Hmm?
No, not you, Fluffykins, the little thing. What meetings?
Rats fun at River City.
It's political.
Oh, I see. Political about what?
Well, two things really. The cats have been running the neighborhood for far too long. But also we really hate the River City front by rats. They're horrible. We don't like them. Splitters.
Well, I mean, you are kind of horrible. You've eaten Minmo's treats. You've
I didn't do
clearly
that.
done something to piss off Fluffykins, and
Existed.
one of your number ate my book. It's a first edition copy, too.
Sorry?
Quite right.
Let's go and make more small, wriggly, squeaky fellows say sorry.
Hmm. How many of you are there?
Now, hang on, they did touch me this. 1, 2, 3.
Oh dear God, stop counting.
Oh.
Well, you lead the way, Fluffykins. I'm not putting that thing in my mouth.
Right. Are you sure? And I look at Minmo. You sure you don't want...
Don't want what?
a little snack? It's been
Ugh.
5 minutes.
No.
No. And I'll pick it up and basically use Trev like a tiny sat nav.
Minmo walks slightly ahead, just looking over her shoulder because she knows that when Fluffykins isn't home, she goes to Graham and gets a little sneaky treat in the neighborhood.
The other woman.
Do you want to sneak off to Graham?
No, not right now, but she just walks ahead being like, fuck you, bitch.
Feel free. He is talking on glowing rectangle again.
I feel like Delphi pads up alongside Minmo and just kind of looks at her. Says, oh, is that a new bell? It's very shiny. Yes. Suits
Thank you. My
Kind of
human
like-
picked it out for me.
Oh, well, isn't that sweet? How is she doing? Still in the angry, shouty, screamy, listening to that terrible garbage music phase?
She sounds, she's listening to music and it sounds like cats are being strangled. It's horrible.
Hmm. Well,
That's
let's
what
hope
they
she goes
like
out
at
of
that
that
age.
one.
I think so.
Ugh.
But, you know, she still sleeps with that teddy bear, so.
I mean, if you ever want to get away from it, you're more than welcome to come around and listen to some of Beatrix's more dreary music that sounds less like strangling, but honestly, I think she's been playing the same record for the past 40 years.
No, thank you.
Mm.
Where are we near this nappy? What do you call it?
It's like a blockage in the sewer. Iceberg. I don't know what an iceberg is, but that's what they call it.
Okay, no. I'm out. No sewers. No.
Oh, Minmo.
Did you see this beautiful, pristine white fur?
Well,
You think
maybe
this
I
fur
should
goes in a
let-
sewer?
Maybe I should let him go and he can go and finish off your treats. How about that?
There are no treats left, Fluffykins. None left. They've taken everything from me.
It's okay. They go shopping all the time. They bring new treats.
Everything. It's all gone. What next?
Oh, come on, Minmo. It can't be that bad. It'll wash out. Just think, your humans will have to pamper you when you come back covered in sewage. They'll think something terrible happened, and they'll think that you are brave and wonderful and shower you with love and affection. And oh, I can't believe that you made it back. We thought we'd lost you forever. Think of the drama.
Well, I am putting my life on the line, I suppose.
Just
All
looks
right.
at Fluffykins. Here we go.
Just a big sigh through a mouthful of rat.
And then Mo like fluffs herself up so she can adopt like a heroine pose. There's like a little stone she puts one paw on, you know, as if she's like a hero putting a foot up. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
This is the train. The train's just here.
Mm.
And it's been raining a little bit this morning, and so there is a little kind of puddle, little stream that's trickling into the drain, and it's one of those like curb drains that kind of sits on the corner, and then you've got a little kind of clear kind of slit there, but then you've also got a bit that you can try and kind of climb out. You, I guess, have probably got an option to either try and like squeeze through the gap, or you can maybe try and take the cover off. That's probably a bit easier to do, I would guess.
I could have a go at the cover with my claw.
All right.
My special claws.
Cool. I'm gonna make this.
I'll just pass Trev to either one of them. Just like hold him out and just be hold this.
Delphi will take him because I imagine Mimo would want to touch the rat. Delphi takes him and just, upon hooking her paw over him and just kind of like pinning him down, she goes, they say black cats are bad luck. And just gives him like a shit-eating grin.
He kind of looks up and just like, yeah. All right, Millie. Roll me fierce with your extra dice because of your talent. This is going to be 5, difficulty 5. It's a heavy little drain.
Okay.
For a kid like
I'll
you.
try my best. There we
Not
go.
like you.
Nothing. Nada.
No. All right.
What are the chances?
Yeah.
And 4.
So you pull as hard as you can at the drain, but it doesn't budge, unfortunately, which means that the 3 of you and Trev all have to squeeze yourselves through the slit and have to work your way around a bit further and get a little bit more mucky. And Fluffykins, as you do that, a car drives past at such a speed that it splashes you. It comes within an inch of Minmo, but thankfully misses the other 2, you and Delphi. But Fluffykins is now a is wet moggy. There you go. Yep.
I will hiss and kind of huddle down and try and see the number plate because I am going to send people after him and I will shout that at him. I will find out where you live. I will slash your tires and set fire to your home.
This is just Millie, but a cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a few.
Da.
There's twitches of curtains of people who are like, well, their cat's fighting. Why can I hear that? Like,
To them, it's just like.
yeah, it's like cats fighting. So there's some twitches at the curtains, but otherwise, you are very soggy, and you will all unfortunately have to squeeze through that little bit of the manky drain to get through into the sewer. So you squeeze your way through into the main kind of, drain sewery bit that runs kind of along the road or perpendicular to it, whatever. It's one of those typical movie drains that's big or manky. Yeah, you're all now a little bit mucky and dirty and not very nice. Especially Minmo. It's causing you some grief.
This is
She's
good
a long-haired
news for
cat
you.
too, so it's just
Oh, I just getting matted.
Mm.
Oh.
It's good new look for you. It looks textured. All the way.
she just hisses.
It's okay, darling. It's a very heroic heroic look.
Don't talk to me.
She's. I imagine that Delphi still got Trev and just picks him up. She's not going to be very happy with you for this, you know.
I'm just showing her where to go. I don't know.
Is there a meeting today? Now?
Oh, there's always
Taking us to an empty room.
It's always meetings. It's just always meetings.
Gosh, that does sound like a very boring life. Have you ever considered doing something else with it?
Well, I'll just be chased by you lot otherwise.
I mean, even that sounds more interesting.
Well, for a very short amount of time.
Yes, we are very good at chasing you. Don't you think, Fluffykins? Just kind of holds Trev up.
He seems good. Where is... And I'll kind of claw him back and grab him. Like, where is meeting? Show to meeting.
Okay, you have to turn around. I'm sorry.
Well,
Turn that way.
before we go in there, we should probably decide what it is we want, because when we get in there, they're probably all going to run like they usually do when they see us.
It's probably the first time you've seen Fluffykins smile.
Yes, I thought you'd like that one, dear.
I like it when they run.
I like it better when I catch them. No offense, Trev.
It's a natural conclusion, I suppose.
And don't you do yourself a disservice, Trev. You still have so many limbs. You've done very well.
I got all of them. I'm really pleased with myself, actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best anyone has ever done. Well done.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying.
I could take a look and see what's happening before we go in there. You know, really have the element of surprise. It'll look great for you, Minmo. Just all heroic and wonderful.
Take a look. How?
Well, you know, Beatrix has her funny cards that she can't really read and just kind of makes it up. Well, she pretends that she can see things. I can actually see things, just without the cards.
Well, give it a try.
I want to try and use my magical power, which is sight beyond sight, so I can see visions of things that are happening right now anywhere within the same city, to see if I can get a glimpse into what's going on in this meeting before we go in.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Is that a roll you... Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Cunning. Okay, so
Cunning,
roll
yeah.
cunning and add the 2 extra dice.
And we have an extra dice from Millie's thing
Yes, you do.
earlier, right? So,
Yeah. And so I have to set a difficulty, I guess.
yeah.
I set this at 4, I guess.
Okay. 3 successes.
Nice. So you get a bonus as well. So you can give an extra die to a fellow kitty on their next dice pool. You can trog off any owies. You haven't got those. You can accomplish a second goal. One foe can't cause trouble for some time, or something else fun and exciting happens. So very basically, you then sink into your vision and project your mind out to where this meeting might be held. And then you see through the eyes of one of the rats. And it's super fucking weird because rats, don't they have eyes on the side of their heads rather than at the front? So this is already weirdly different, like your periphery is somehow the front of your vision. It's a whole time.
I'm imagining that during this, like, as the vision comes in, like, because Delphi is still conscious, and she's kind of standing, and she's like, oh, like, you know, like when cats are a bit confused and they kind of, like, just paw around. It's like, oh, no, I don't like this. How do you see like this? It's just like, there's no context for what she's seeing to anyone else.
And to the other rats in the meeting, there's this one rat who's got like slightly glowing red eyes who's just going like... being weird as you like take control. But you can see into this meeting, and there's this bigger rat who is trying to like really corral the others into I need so I actually need to look at some fucking plot now. Jesus. Right, hang on a minute.
Sam.
Where is this other thing? No. And so this kind of bigger rat, and like he's saying, and then we're gonna go into Triptych Rock, and we're gonna get through that into the fairylands, and that is where we can use this card. And he points at the tower card that was taken from your. Yes, I know you want fusses. That was taken from your house not that long ago at all. And that means we'll be an equal match for the cats. And they'll never know what have them.
Oh,
It's
well,
like
that-
an old grandad from the East End.
Yeah. I imagine that as it's going, she's like, oh, you thieving little bastards. This is, oh dear. And as like the vision ends and she blinks and her yellow eyes come back, she's like, well, they've stolen a tarot card that generally means all of the bad things possible, and are talking about going to the fairylands, using it to finally be equal and get rid of us. I'm starting to wonder if we should even really be worried about this at all. I don't know what they think a tarot card's going to do, but...
It's just a piece of paper, no?
Well, yes and no. Yes, it is just a piece of paper that has been printed, but there is a long history and tradition of the various meanings surrounding the tarot, and just because old Beatrix can't read them doesn't mean they don't work. Imagine your scratching post. Your very pretty, plush scratching post.
I'm
Beautiful,
there.
pristine. Now imagine that on fire and toppling to the ground and all of the weave coming undone. That's what the tower looks like.
What?
No, dear, it's not actually happening. I'm just using it as an example. Are you okay? Just
No.
like...
Look at me. Does this look okay to you?
I mean, you've looked better, dear, but
Comparatively, you look glorious.
there you go. Glorious. She said glorious.
I mean, that's not a high bar, but okay, I'll take it.
It's fair.
But
I
they
look
seem
like
to think
shit.
that we won't know what's coming, but now we do know what's coming, so I suppose we go in there and tell them that we know what's coming?
I
What
suppose.
are the fairylands? And she just looks at Trev. What's the big old one talking about?
I don't honestly know. I haven't read that part of the rulebook yet. I don't know. So
You're
He's just
telling me
go-
that you joined a political party but did not read the manifesto all the way through before deciding to join them.
who does? I just like the sentiments.
Sensible people do.
It just
Trev.
make me feel better about myself. We're angry at other people. Satire, is it?
Have you ever considered that maybe you're just angry at yourself? It just doesn't say anything else to him.
I haven't really thought that into it, to be honest.
Fluffykins, you're usually the one that's good at the actual action part.
Well, the way I see it, we have many options. Best one, in my opinion, I go in there and kill them all. I
just
will
looks at
leave,
me.
of course, Trev's left foot, his tail, his ear, and his nose, for he has already earned them back. Eat all the rest of him.
What about everything else? No, I quite like everything else.
Well, I am sorry, Trev, but I do not make the rules. You have not earned them back. I get to eat them.
See, this is why I got to get rid of you.
She just starts like spitting and being really horrible.
Get rid of us. You do realize that we are the ones that are bigger, with claws and teeth. And all our humans like us. We bring them joy and happiness. They think that our purring is a sign of affection when really it's usually that we're just very fed up with whatever they're doing. But either way, they think we're cute and fluffy. I mean, look at Minmo.
And Minmo hits him with the big, like, cute eyes, because cute is her biggest stat, so she hits him with the
What's that called? You know how Zoolander has like Magnum or whatever the
Blue
fuck it's
Steel.
called? Blue Steel. What's it called? What could it be
No.
called?
Fluffy
I don't
waffle.
know.
Dish plates. I don't know. Eyes like big eyes.
But that face that cats
The
do, right?
chocolate
When they're
box.
like,
Yeah.
Chocolate box.
Look at her. She's adorable.
and she does a little.
She modeled for cat food once, don't you know?
She's like a beautiful star that falls from heaven.
All right, Susie, roll me cute. Do you have any cute talents?
She's a talented actor.
Sure, roll it.
All right.
This
What's
is
the
gonna be
difficulty?
3. It's the rats are all 3. 3s across the board.
3 successes.
Boom. All right.
She's very cute.
Trev has been like, spitting ratty insults at you for a beat. But once you hit him with the, what was it called? Crimson dashboard? No, Crimson something or other in chat. Where was it? Crimson aluminium. He softens up and he's just oh. He like softens up. You got a bonus. What do you get? 3 successes. You get an extra die. You could give someone an extra die in their next dice pool. You could accomplish a second goal. You could add something fun and exciting.
I will. Let's add something fun and exciting. Let's say things are starting to kick off, and like it's there's like a big rat clamation, and there's a lot of movement, and we are like, oh shit, it's time, let's go, we gotta do something.
Yeah, it's just chanting rats.
I'm so torn. I should be on the rat side. I was on their side once.
All right, so you're Scarper into the meeting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Scarper into the meeting. You see around a I'm gonna call it a cistern, but it's probably not that. But it's like there's this like hole in the center of this like cylindrical room, let's say. It's quite small for you, but to the rats, it's like a kind of in the round kind of theatery kind of meeting room, right? This big kind of auditorium almost. And there is this like drain in the center that doesn't have a cover or anything like that. It's just a pure like circle, and water is running in from the drain and the nappy iceberg behind you, and is flowing into that hole. And it's just a dark hole. It's nowhere. You can't see how far down or whatever it goes. You're not even sure if the rats could climb up or down it. But there is an absolute mischief of rats all the way around this in the circle, and then there are a few bigger ones, a few little ones, rats, and then there's the big one that you recognised, V, and he's got this like card, and he's kind of thrusting it up in the air, like as they're just shouting rats. But then he stops and he looks at you guys. What do you do? First thing that you come in, what do you do?
I feel like... Oh, no. Go on, Millie.
Fluffykins, before we've entered that room, will just go, excuse me, I must change into something more comfortable. And just kind of like that. And uses her magical power, I hope. She has the power of shape changing and can change into any land animal from half my size to double my size.
Just do it.
But not a human. So I'm going to turn into I'm assuming it would be quite a large rat.
Yeah.
If it's half the size of a cat, but yeah, just like a...
I mean, more... I've seen some rats in London, more average than you think.
Yeah, that's fair. Just like a well-fed rat.
Yeah, you've scavenged plenty of pizza from around the backs of takeaway joints. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you are a big rat.
Yes.
Okay. And
This is disgusting. I feel sick.
fucking hell, my mind. Trev turns around to you and he goes, Gran?
Hello. I put my arm around him. I will still kill you.
But he takes you into this rat meeting room. And in you go. So yeah, the head rat guy. I want to make up a pun of Jeremy Corbyn, but I can't think of one. And he's like throwing the card up in the air, like, yeah, rats. The rat's called Jeremy. We've discovered. Let's do that. And then as seeing you, he looks over and he's like, cats, get 'em! And they're all shouting and stuff. I don't know if there is initiative order. I don't think there is. So rats are going to attack you. So do you, Millie? Do you just keep your scores in stuff?
Yeah, I think
you just
so.
appear different.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, I just
That's
look
easy.
different, so they probably won't want to attack
All right.
me yet.
First in the fire line, Susie. Minmo is unfortunately the first to take a few rat bites, so I need you to roll fierce, probably, unless you want to try. Unless you want to try and use cunning in some way to like kind of like dodge out of the way. Or
Yeah, okay. Because obviously Minmo's a cat. Cats are smarter than rats. So she's gonna use her terrain and just outsmart them, maybe make them run into each other. You know, she gives them the wibbly wobblies with her cat agility to outsmart them with her cunning. So that's gonna be 2 dice. Difficulty 3. That's
3.
1 success.
All right, you succeed, but you are surrounded.
Oh no.
You can you can use a cat treat. You each have 2 cat treats. So you could use a cat treat to re-roll the 1, say. But it is a success. With
I like the drama of her being surrounded. I'm here for it. I'm here for the story.
Nice. All right. So actually, hang on. There's reactions. They can use a reaction, can't they? It's one of the things. I don't know how this is flavored because it's actually using stats for a different creature. But all right. So in the confusion, one of them unfortunately wipes its smelly ass on you, and you've got a little bit of poop just like on the side of your coat.
No.
Yeah, little rat
The
poop.
indignity's end. She screams as if she's been shot.
And then Delphi is also going to get it from a few of the rats coming towards her. So I need you to roll as well. So this is definitely either going to be fierce or cunning, depending on what you want to try
I think
do.
Delphi would try to go for cunning because she's not much of a fighter. That's why she's friends with Fluffykins, because Fluffykins has got the real sharp claws. But because she's like jet black, she's like the void. So I imagine that like for a second she might have the advantage of them not realizing they're there while she's there, while they're all like, Minmo, the bright white fluffy cat. And I imagine all these little mice see at the front is just as her eyes open, these 2 glowing yellow beads in the dark as they go for her. And I think she basically just tries to like shift into another shadowy bit so that they all just go running and they're like, wait, there was a cat here. Where is she gone?
Yeah.
That's what she's
All
going
right.
for.
Roll me cunning. Have we got any extra dice from it? There are some bonuses thrown. No, okay, we didn't get any from bonuses. Any talents?
Her talent doesn't really apply here.
No, that's fine.
But for the fun of it, I feel like she wants to mock them for the tarot card. Like, voice echoing in the darkness as she tries to just become the dark.
Yeah.
She's just like, destruction. Yes, that's coming. Crisis, sudden change. You're already going to get all of it today, aren't you? Just like from the echoey darkness as she verbally tries to eviscerate them at the same time. Rolling 3. What was the difficulty? 3.
3.
1 success.
All right, you managed to dodge out of the way of their attacks, but you run into another huge kind of like side of them, like flank of them, as you kind of backed away from the ones that were attacking you, turn around, and suddenly there's like a few more right in front of your face. But I'm interested to see what Fluffykins wants to do, as I don't think there would be any going for you right in this instant.
No, I think Fluffykins will run with the fleeing rats and try and get right round the back of the group, like as if she's like huddling. If there are exits behind her, I don't know what is this place like.
Yeah, so it's like a cylindrical kind of drain room type thing. It seems that there is a small exit out towards the back, but the main exit that you can actually see quite a few rats diving down into is that black hole, that little circle in the center of the room that all the water is trickling down into.
Okay, I will run after them, and as I get halfway into this hole, I will transform myself into... Ooh, what's fun? A baby crocodile.
All right.
So I'm plugging the gap, but also snappy, snap, snap.
Yeah.
It's now hungry
you're-
hippos, but with rats and crocodiles.
Yes, behold, I am majestic crocodile. Surprise!
All right. Roll fierce for me, I guess.
And what difficulty is this? A 3 again?
3, yeah.
Okay, come on. 1 success.
All right. So
I am
another
crocodile
complication, but you are crocodile, and you do snip the snaps and bite a couple of the rats and stop them from escaping down this hole. And so Jeremy the rat with his tower card is still stood out in that cylindrical room. However, you are now stuck. Got your butt stuck in the
It's
drain.
fine, it's intentional. I transform into something smaller later. Eat that one, he is noisy.
You can feel nibbles and bites at your tail, as there are presumably then some rats underneath you that are then trying to bite through.
Good luck, I am crocodile, stupid small squeaky things.
Back over to Susie. You have more rats coming after you, as by the time that you've had your little fight with the first little wave, Jeremy, having seen the crocodile now suddenly change, one of his rats change shape into a crocodile, he's thinking magic, and so he's scarpering off behind him with a little flank of like ratty guards.
Okay, so this is how I imagine it, right? Minmo is surrounded all around, big circle around her. She's hunkered down. She's like looking panicked. There's rat poop on her. She's covered in sewage. Like she's having the worst fucking time. Her bell is clogged with dirt and God knows what else. And in her panic, in her little fit of rage, she freezes time again to stop all these rats, and like maybe one's like coming up at her and it's like Neo from the Matrix that she dodges and freezes time, and then she's gonna like flick one at the little circle and knock them down like dominoes of the rats like around her, and then she's gonna make for where Jeremy is going, bounding towards them until time resumes again, but she gets a bit of time to move past the attacking rats whilst they're all frozen.
Nice. All right, roll that. This is gonna be. I mean, it's either cunning or fierce, isn't it? Cunning.
Okay.
I reckon. Difficulty 3.
1 success. Why?
Did you add your 2 dice for the magic ability. You're using a
I
magic
only did
ability, so
one.
you get
Yeah,
2 more
shoot.
dice.
Hang on.
Roll,
Let me
roll
re-roll
another, roll another dice.
All right, just roll another d6. Oh, I did that twice. A 5.
5.
That would be a success.
Which will be 2 successes. You succeed. Success.
Yay!
So yeah, you like Trinity Matrix bullet time it, like kick a rat, knock them over like dominoes. That's your bullet time camera as you then leap over the hole in the floor as underneath, a little camera shot of overhead. You can see the snapping as time starts to slowly kick back in as you bounded towards Jeremy, and his fat rat compatriots have like jumped around and are ready to like fight and defend the card as he scarpers. V.
Okay.
So you've got a bunch of rats behind, like just behind you. You've just turned around and you're just like, ah, shit, there's more of them.
So seeing Minmo go for Jeremy, which is where her precious card is that she wants to put back in Beatrix's tarot deck, that really in her mind is hers, because everything in Beatrix's house is hers.
Yeah, totally.
As I'm sure all the cats here can collectively agree, the humans don't own anything.
Humans don't even own themselves.
No, we own them. She wants to, her thing is like, oh, you want to mess with magic? Okay, we'll mess with magic. So I want to use one of my kitty treats to allow me to use a magical power bonus feature that I don't have once.
Okay.
And one of the bonus features that Sight Beyond Sight has is you can see into the future.
Nice.
So I want to use it so she can see what's going to happen. Use it to avoid all the rats coming her way, but also while addressing Jeremy, making a real display of her knowing what's happening, just being like, yes, and they're going to try and come from the left and move around, and they fail. And while talking to, like, shouting at him, and if he says anything, I want her to say what he's going to say just before he says it, just to really, like, psych him out.
Okay.
She's going for the, like, you want to play with magic? I'll show you some magic.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, roll me cunning. Difficulty 3.
Okay. Let's roll 20. And this uses her magical power, so I get some extra dice here.
Yeah, 2 extra dice.
Yeah. 5 successes.
Oh my god! That was every single one. So you get super bonuses for this. So yeah, you do all of that and more. So what would you want to happen? You can do something super awesome. You can give all of your fellow kitties an extra dice to use next. You haven't got any injuries yet. You shrug off now. You don't need any of that. So yeah.
I want to give all of us kitties an extra dice to use next.
Cool.
So I imagine as Delphi's
Alright.
going through, she's narrating all the things that are about to happen and saying
the other
whatever
cats can
Jeremy's
react.
going to shout back at her, like, just before he says it.
Yeah.
Make some weird, spooky things about the tower card, like, oh, you thought the ruin was on us? No, dear little Jerry. No, the ruin is on you. As she makes her way across and just kind of like winks at Mimmo and just whispers, it's gonna be your moment, okay? The big heroic moment coming right up. like a director on an acting set, just pushing it. It's still
That's very
slightly
good.
confused at Fluffykins now being a crocodile and doesn't really know what to make of that.
Didn't see
But
that
just
coming.
like starts stalking towards. She's just calling him Jerry now, just to
Yeah, that's where the
patronize him a
pun
little
is.
bit.
We've
Yeah.
got it. Tom and Jerry. Right. Whether it's over to the crocodile. Millie.
So I'm assuming there are
You've got
no...
rats biting your butt.
This will not stand. I turn into a mink and start swimming down to bite them back. Because mink are fucking evil.
Okay.
Big grey mink.
All right. So use your magic. You got 2 extra dice. You got an extra dice from V. This will be fierce again, I think.
Okay, so I'm rolling how many extra? One from V.
3?
3 extra.
Because you got 2 from your magic and 1 from V.
Oh, yes. And the difficulty is 3 again?
Yeah, they're just rats.
I am Mink. Behold.
Amazing. Yeah, you bite through all of them. They start running. What extra cool thing would you like to happen, or would you like to give your fellow kitties extra dice?
Ooh. My brain's gone slow, so I'm just going to give everybody extra dice.
That's totally okay. Happens to me all the time. Alrighty. So with some extra dice, Minmo, is your time to shine. Lights, camera, action. Like a spotlight from the drain ceiling now casts down onto you. You have found your light, as they say in the business, and you're ready to, I don't know, do the closing pounce or something. I don't know. What do you want to do? Jeremy's just over the way. Jerry with his tower card, thinking he's gonna ruin all of you. We've fought off his rats. It's just him to chase now.
So Minmo finds her light. She pulls up, sits on her hind legs, chin high. She pulls up one paw with her claws out and sort of lets the light hit them dramatically. She's giving him like Maleficent in the eyes, that sort of and she says, Jerry, your time has come. You steal my snacks and now you're about to be a snack. And line. And she looks back to Delphi.
The line is, these composers are about to become decomposed. That was almost on par with that line, I tell you.
You muted, V. You muted.
Tell him this is his ruin. The tower he has built is crumbling.
And this is your ruin, Jerry. The tower you have built is crumbling. Pause for dramatic effect, then pounce.
All right. Roll me cute. You get fuck it. Get a dice for acting and stuff and being
I've
cool.
got 2. I got 2 from V and Millie too. So
Yeah. Just roll all the dice. That's
okay,
like 5 or 6. I don't know.
7.
Sure.
Watch me only still get
3.
1 success.
Usual. Yeah, watch it.
6
Oh,
successes.
zero.
All right. How do you pounce on Jerry and get the card?
Okay, so here's how it goes. She's up on her hind legs. She delivers her monologue. She hunkers down. The butt wiggles. She pounces, pins his little rat arms, and very delicately with her teeth plucks the card from him and tosses it over her shoulder. And it does a perfect spinny arc right in front of Delphi. Like a card throwing trick. It's the arc is perfect. She doesn't even look to see where it goes.
What's that crazy magician film? I haven't seen it, but like where they do some like weird card flicking bullshit. It's all CGI or something. I'm thinking
I know
of
what
that,
you're talking
right?
about.
Yeah. So like again, let's do a bit of bullet time. Slow-mo like spinny card. If this was our job's hat, it would be cutting a bitch, and like it heads straight to Delphi. Where you can. How do you want to grab it?
I imagine that like it's just coming to the end of Delphi being able to see the future. And so she sees the card coming. And I think that like in mirror with Minmo plucking it with her teeth, just catches it in her mouth. And like the rat was holding it from its teeth when it was teasing her, it's just hanging from her mouth upside down, because that's always a bad thing. You don't want the tower upside down. Gotcha. And just all Jerry can see of Delphi is the upside down hanging card that's getting light from some of Minmo's spotlight, and the beady yellow eyes in the dark, and this upside down tower card just hanging there.
Then once Jeremy is pinned, I want to just like throw him across the ground towards Fluffykins as her reward for a job well done, because there's no way Minmo is eating Jerry. Mm-mm. So like he's a curling stone. She just woofs him across the ground.
Yeah. Like spinning in the water and splashing up towards you. Are you still a mink? It's a mink, right? You said.
Yes, I was a mink. I think I'll pop back into my cat form for this because I want to enjoy it. Because this dick has caused trouble. So I'll poof back into my cat form as he's flying through the air towards me and just like, just catch him in my mouth.
All right. You are about to, and then in a dance of colors and lights and rainbow lights, he starts to fade out, and you can just hear the echoey laugh of almost rat-like, and it just echoes down the cistern.
I'm still sat there with my mouth open and my eyes closed, like, have you thrown it yet? I'm very hungry. Hello?
I think he's gone, Fluffykins.
Where gone?
Disappeared.
Are there any more left scattered around? Because that's pissed me off.
You are alone in this sewer now. Having them all having scarpered away.
Trev?
A little traitor.
Well, we'll have to find him and put that right. Did you see that? He just... poof.
Vanished.
Yes.
What? Dinner vanished.
Mm-hmm.
Lies. Who ate?
Well, it wasn't
Pointing
her.
between the two of them.
And I have... like, she's... I imagine
You
that
say
Delphi's
that
still...
like it's... Sorry.
Delphi still got the card like half in her mouth, and it definitely wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me.
I've seen you do weirder things, and you say she has not eaten, but...
Fluffykins,
Oh.
I have never joked about dinner once in my life.
Oh, clearly.
I get the feeling that Fluffykins and Minmo fucking hate each other.
I don't think Fluffykins hates her at all.
Frenemies.
She's just really Eastern European. She's just painfully blunt. Like, hey, just own it. Come the winter, you will be thankful.
I'm not sure that Minmo really understands what winter is. You know, with the heating and the warm and the luxury.
You
I've been
remember
in
when
snow.
the tiny... Yes, that. She has...
I closed my eyes and Heather lost me. It was funny.
Fascinating story. I can see why so many people know who you are.
Mm-hmm. Natural.
Shall we be somewhere that isn't full of feces and rats?
Yes, yes.
We should find out where they went.
We sure Trevor isn't around here somewhere. He doesn't seem like the type who would be good at getting a smart getaway. Can I have a sniff around and see if Trevor's hiding in a little crevice somewhere?
Yeah, you can. I think this will be difficulty 5
Ooh,
to seek out Trev's exact scent.
This would be cunning, right?
Yeah.
1 success.
All right. So you managed to find Trevor's scent, but you don't know how far away he is now, but he can certainly lead you out somewhere. But in terms of this immediate scene in this sewer, his trail would lead you past the Nappy Iceberg, through the sewers.
Well, do we want to go back topside, or do we want to see where Trevor has scurried off to? Because presumably he's gone wherever they're going, right?
want to end this before they come back.
You might want to close your eyes for the first little bit of it, though, Minmo.
Okay.
And I imagine that Delphi helps guide Minmo past the nappy iceberg, so she just doesn't have to see it, because if she did, there'd be another meltdown.
Hold on to her bow.
Yeah.
Pulls, Delphi
Oh,
goes
it's
in
like
backwards
Nightmare. It's
through
like
the
an
little
episode
gap.
of Nightmare. Like two steps forward, turn 90 degrees. Side step left. Whatever you do, don't inhale.
Yeah, Delphi
Yeah.
goes backwards between like the sewer wall and the iceberg and just pulls on Minmo's bow. Fluffykins, you might need to push from the back.
I'm not sure. I kind of try and.
Trying to get Minmo through the gap.
All
Minmo
right.
is above it all. She doesn't comment.
You can open your eyes now, dear. We're past the worst of it. Don't look back.
Thank you.
Just you don't want to see what you brushed up against.
Some of it's still on your back.
I want each of you to make a roll for me to get past the nappy iceberg without incident. For Susie, with your eyes closed. That's like a Temerian then. Susie with her eyes closed.
See, their eyes
No,
closed, yeah.
no. It's like Susie with her eyes. What's the kind of glaring
Yeah.
down? Susie with her eyes wide, I guess. Anyway, sorry, we'll stop nerding out in a second. Okay, with your eyes closed, this is going to be cunning
Mm-hmm.
to try and get around it. I think. So make your roll. We'll see what happens.
Is there any bonus for the fact that Delphi's leading her by pulling on the bow on her collar to guide her?
No, you're just allowing her to pass. All right, with by that closing her
53?
eyes.
We're going through difficulty?
No.
Oh.
No. Because your eyes, it's definitely going to be like at least a 4.
Okay. 1 success.
Okay. You get through, but your whiskers brush up against a little bit of nastiness, and you just got that. That circular breathing, or you're just like, this is manky, but I've got to sniff it.
But it's that kind of
thing when
that
you open,
smell.
You smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the kind of smell that like sticks in your sinuses, right? When you try not to smell it, but it's there and you can't avoid it. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're doing it like a
Ew.
get off my whisker. Millie,
Yes.
how are you navigating this?
I am just walking like a normal cat.
All right, roll cute.
Cute.
Exactly.
Oh, cute. This is gonna be awful.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be great fun.
And the difficulty is what?
4.
4. I've got my eyes open.
All right, 3.
I don't even think I can. Let's find out. Yes. Hooray.
All right.
That was
Yeah,
more
you
successful than I thought.
you also get a smudge of schmutz on you. But you
Well,
know,
this is the
you're all-
perfect end to a perfect day.
you're all kind of wet and
Yeah.
mucky and smelly anyway. V.
Delphi's walking backwards through this.
And you're helping,
Minmo.
Minmo. So this is definitely going to be difficulty 4, and I think this is going to be cunning as well.
Okay. One success.
So same.
Ah.
So you're all a bit manky coming out of this, as like one side of it probably cracks and starts to crumble. So it all mixed in with the kind of the fat, like it's just a bit manky and like brushes past you all.
It's very strong scent. It could be. Well, no, I don't. I could tell them it is deliberate. We could call it minx.
So fun story. I have directed a play where I got an actress to eat What it ended up being, it was in a nappy, but what it ended up being was like M&S Millionaire's shortbread yogurt that we mixed up. And yeah, it was a weird fucking ass play. But basically, yeah, she just.
This is only made me want to ask more questions.
We'll cover it after. It was great fun. Camden Fringe, can't beat it. Anyway. Rabbit. No. There you go. Yeah, okay.
What?
Like a little flower. Oh my god. About 2 people in chat can appreciate this. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, you smelly and a bit wet, you all head through the sewer and follow the scent up into stuff it.
It's fine, I'm on it.
You find yourselves a little bit outside of town, and let me find the little description of the thing, which I've completely missed because I've changed the page. To a small field, and the noise that greets you first of all as you emerge from this sewer. Well, it's probably like a storm drain thing, right? So it like leads out into one of those kind of dry-ish storm drains, the ones that we used to run down when we played Warzone. And you can head back up, or just above you, you hear the moo of cows. Wait, no, hang on, I forgot. So all the animals speak, right? Okay, yeah. So it's like whales in Finding Nemo, you know, or just like, hello, and like some snorts and stuff
I
as they're
turn into baby
just grazing.
cow.
What, like a
Yes,
tiny
small cow.
baby cow?
Yes, small baby cow.
Wait, how big is your thing? You can go what, like
It can
slightly
go
larger
double
and
my
slightly
size,
smaller.
so it's
double
like
your
double
size.
cat height baby cow.
You could go like you're literally newborn calf size. One of them looks around and just goes, "Whose is this?"
Have you seen a small wanker come past here?
No, only big wankers today.
I turn back into a cat. Just like, they are no help.
I mean, have you tried asking if they've seen any rats
Ugh.
other than wankers? That maybe being a bit more specific.
Turn
So, I
back
mean, we
into
know
cow.
what they really
Well, no,
are.
just before you do is you can feel this like breathing on the back of your, and again you're like slightly kind of wet nosed breathing on the back of your neck, and if you turn around, this cow is
Ugh.
right up like sniffing you and just going, "How did you do that?"
Susie, you cannot do this. I turn into a cow again.
Like cows, they don't really. I guess they kind of backs up, and now there's like a bunch of them have just kind of like how they almost a UFO style, just kind of now there's just a bunch of them, like having moved over towards you, you 3 of you.
We are looking for rats. Small, squeaky, annoying.
Rats. They went over there. And she motions over with her nose to a few kind of rocks, like standing stones, that are over in the next field. And it's what do you call it? There's no crops there. It's a paddy field or whatever. But it's been left to the kind of wildflowers and stuff. But there are some standing stones there, and it's just coming to dusk now as well. And as it does, the sun is setting over one of the stones, so it's casting these long shadows towards you. And as where the sun meets the outline of the stone, you can see there are little glistening little like dings, like crystalline almost. Almost like it's like glitter just around the edge of one of these stones. There are 3 of them, I think. Crooked, 3 crooked ancient stones, with a 4th placed on top of them. I can read further than just the first paragraph.
Everything in Delphi wants to go over there and just knock them over.
Delphi, you will know that this is tripod rock. And on certain nights of the year, while you're carrying a sprig of fresh columbine, don't know what that is, British, in your teeth, you'll find yourselves walking into the path of the fairylands.
Oh, so this is what Jerry meant by the fairylands. Yes. Well,
I tried to answer you back in my normal voice, but I'm stuck in cow now. So he was right.
well, he was kind of right. Also, I've just looked it up. Columbine looks like an American version of like 4-leaf clover or 3-leaf clover kind of thing. It's got like a cloverish shape to it, but it's not clover. It just kind of looks like it.
Let's pretend it's clover.
Let's just go with clover because that's British. Yes, well, I mean, trying to find a 4-leaf clover's ridiculously difficult, right?
What?
You didn't hear any of the rats talking about 4-leaf clovers, did you? Or one called Trev, by any chance?
Trev? And then a bull from behind her steps forward and goes, "Yes."
Oh, Sam.
Trev, they want you. And it snorts at you.
Different Trev. Very different Trev. You're much bigger than the other Trev. I mean, he was like, and she just puts her paw to the ground like this, and you're like, well, I can't reach that high.
All right. I don't have stats for cows. Let's find them. I need you to roll. You gotta. Big rivals. Where are we? Dragons? No. Bears. Bear. That'll do.
What? Yeah, they're totally the same thing, Sam.
Yeah,
Bears and bulls.
yeah, same
They're
thing.
100% the
All
same
right.
animal.
Relax. Okay. You can. You could have really big critter elephant if you want. Critters. Rivals. Yeah, it's kind of a rival. Lapdog. Wolves, coyotes, hyenas.
Magical
Bird
kitties
of-
were not
bird of
prepared for the
prey.
English countryside.
They were not. Bears, direwolves, gorillas, other rivals bigger than a guard dog. This is bigger than a guard dog. Bear. Alright. You've got to roll cute.
God.
Oh, okay.
Trev is a hench bull.
I grew up in the countryside. I've seen some bulls.
What's the difficulty?
Not touching that one.
We're all adults here, folks. We swear.
A lot. Difficulty of cute is only 3.
Okay. 1 success.
Alright. Oh man. Complication. I can't really think of anything.
If
He
it
just
helps,
Go
the
on.
tower card that I imagine Delphi is probably now tucked into her collar so she can actually move around probably has quite a bit of red on it because there tends to be lots of fiery and flamey stuff, if that helps.
All right, yeah, sure thing. All right, so you spot him like ready to run, ready to go, and you realise that it's the card that's on you. So you kind of move out of the way, but you now have to kind of face that side of him at all times now as you move past. So that's your complication. You have to stay to one side.
She
now.
tries to do her best, like Minmo over the shoulder look while talking, and it just doesn't work. Am I doing this right? Yeah. No.
No. You need to do more shoulder forward.
More
Mhm.
short. How do you do this?
And
It's like
down.
So
contortion.
so he like as you're doing that and trying to keep the card away from his point of view, he's kind of moving around you now, confused because he was like, red. Oh, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Red. Where's the red gone? And so he's kind of sniffing around you like a bit of an idiot.
Imagine Delphi's beginning to get busy trying to pad around.
Well, there's kind of that, right? But I imagine that also probably the three of you could just do that cat thing of just moving away just enough. Almost like if I'm really kind of scritching Sophia's like butt, the base of her tail, she'll kind of like hunch down and just kind of like shuffle along the bed, just like it's nice, but so you just kind of sniff. He's kind of sniffing. You're just kind of like, oh, get away. It's in that kind of cat contortion kind of way. Just like, and just follows you kind of off the field. So you three of you kind of end up just on the other side of this ditch. Where there's now an electric fence and he can't get past, but you've scurried your way underneath, and so you're out of the field now. But you are actually at the field where you've got the Triforce, whatever the fuck, Tri-Rock, Triforce.
Triforce.
Try rock? Was that it?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Tripod
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah, there we go.
Rock.
Tripod rock.
Right, rock pod.
I'm sorry, Atlas Games. I did read.
It's been a long week.
Anyway, yes, you are in this field now. The rocks glisten slightly, and Delphi, you've got the intel.
Well, I suppose we have to find a 4-leaf clover or wait until the rats show up. I've never seen a fairy.
What are you talking about? I
The
have to be
rocks.
back into a cat,
is a
by the way. I
fairy?
can't be a cow for the rest of it.
Fairies, they're like. Don't you ever read, Minmo?
It sounds
Oh.
like too much hard work.
You know. You like the pretty things, right? You know, you see those dancers on television. I think Heather went through a phase with the frilly skirts and the dancing on her tippy toes. Well, you know how they're all sparkly and pretty, and they're kind of like that, but really small with wings.
Can you eat them?
I mean, I suppose you could, but I wouldn't. They're very tricksy. They to lead people astray and steal children from within fairy circles and whatnot, apparently, according to all the books I've read. But I've never seen a fairy, but I wouldn't trust them.
Like a
Only children,
grandmother.
or what if grown woman?
I mean, I don't know. Usually they seem to, all the books talk about children spotting them, and some older people do, but those accounts are, you know.
Hmm. What if sacrifice?
I'm not really sure that they take sacrifices.
For what? Trying to sacrifice anything for?
I mean,
Well,
we could
no
sacrifice
reason.
Trev if we find him. But again, I think that's probably a bit moot. The whole thing with this rock is finding a 4-leaf clover and being here to offer it to the fairies, and then they show up and, well, you know, that's kind of all I've really read about it.
So we are trying to what? Summon them for no reason.
Well, I suppose to find out what it is the rats want with them. The rats were saying that they were going to go to the land of the fairies so they could get rid of us.
So stupid, squeaky people make deal with people with fluttery.
You don't think they want to
Matrix.
summon? And Minmo takes like a big breath. Dogs. Do you?
Don't you whisper that word here. No, I won't have it. No. The only
What?
bad luck here is me, okay? We're not going to have any of that business. She can't even bring herself to say the word dog. No. But if we summon the fairies first, gain their favor, maybe we can stop the rats ever starting a deal with them in the first place.
Or we could ask big angry meathead to
think
kick
not.
down. Hmm?
Oh, if anyone's going to knock down this tower, it's going to be me. Look at it, all of the rocks just stacked there waiting. But maybe after we've talked to the fairies. if there are fairies. I mean, if there's no fairies, then we can just knock the whole thing down and call this a day, right?
Sounds good. I'm getting hungry anyway.
My God, you really can't go more than a few hours without food, can you?
I have to maintain my beautiful coat.
Also, it's fine when she says it.
Minmo just sort of shrugs.
Do you both know what a 4-leaf clover looks like?
It's clover with 4 leaves.
Is Minmo
She
just
said-
like...
Yeah, there's nothing going on upstairs with Minmo.
Delphi pads over to like a little clover patch and picks one out with her teeth. It's obviously just got 3 leaves. And like puts it down on top of, I imagine there's like a little bit of flat shale rock or something that's just in the field. Well, this is a 3-leaf clover. A 4-leaf one needs to have 4 leaves on one stem. Like this, but with 4 of those things. She's just looking at Minmo until she can see some recognition.
And Minmo like looks down at the clover, back at Delphi, down at the clover. She's really concentrating before she goes, but it's...
You sure?
Yep.
So this means you have to try and find it.
Well, we all have to try and find it. They're very rare. That's why they're supposed to be lucky. So, you know, double points. If we find it, we might make our way out of this mess and get some good luck.
Ugh.
All right.
Still think we should knock it over.
Well, there's also the thing of, you know, if they're fairies and they're in a particularly good mood, maybe they could do something about Minmo's coat and your lack of dinner.
Eh.
Delphi's entirely bullshitting the both of them right
Yeah.
now, but like,
Mhm.
this looks bribing them. Looks like this
Fluffykins
might
doesn't
get them
care.
to work.
Like, full on just searching now.
Yeah.
Having a look.
Searching for a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah. I wonder if there's group best rules.
Ooh.
I wonder. Really injuries getting knocked out. I didn't see him when I was reading through. So I guess someone has to just lead it and do it? Yeah. Who wants to lead the search for the
It sounds like a
4-leaf
cunning roll, and
clover?
that's not my strongest
It
point.
sounds like maybe it should be Delphi. Like, I imagine they're just picking clovers and bringing them to her. She's like, no, 3-leaf. No, that's only got... That's just 2 2-leaf clovers stuck together. That doesn't count.
That one. There's one that's just a stalk, and you're confused until you see me like yakking up by the side of the road.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to eat them. Well, that clearly wasn't a 4-leaf clover because you're having bad luck with whatever that furball is.
It's coming
Yeah.
out now. It's
She
all
brings
gone
up
now.
it's just
fine.
like, you know, fur, bit of clear liquid, and just this like
the
just these
bones
leaves.
of several rat legs and tails. Just like, it's better. Better out than in.
Mm-hmm. And Minmo, what have you got? As she's like inspecting all these clovers that are coming her way. What's the difficulty for this, Sam?
Just 3.
2 successes.
Nice. Then after only 15 minutes or so, you find a... Oh, hello. You find a 4-leaf clover.
Well done, Minmo. This one here. This should do the trick.
Minmo's like, oh yeah. She's doing a little
Got
like,
it.
Well, I suppose.
now what?
Well, one of us just has to pick it up in our teeth and go walk by the rock until the shimmery things on top do a thing and the sun goes down a bit more, I think. And then, I don't know, fairies, I guess.
Minmo immediately looks at Fluffykins because Fluffykins is brave.
What? You think I
Well-
should be first point of contact with angry
No.
little small...
No. You see, if you pick this up and hold it in your mouth, then you won't be able to talk to them.
It's a good idea. One... And just goes and yaks up another apple, like right by Minmo's feet.
How much grass did you eat?
So many grass.
That's the question of my fucking life, that question.
Yeah.
I could confirm
You were
I've seen
just
this in
sick.
person.
Why is there more sick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting it everywhere apart from the road. Because that would be easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then Fluffykins, you pick up the clover. And Minmo, you look adorable and non-threatening and cute, like always.
Mhm.
And I guess I have to talk to them.
Is there any particular animal that they like, or should I just be...
No, I think cat is probably fine.
I'll grab it in my teeth and almost swallow it, and then be like, "Oh no,
No.
not this."
What have you got in your mouth? Spit it out.
Don't
Drop
eat
it.
that. And I guess all three of us like walk up by the rock and wait for the magic to happen.
Yeah. So you walk up to the Triforce Rock, whatever it is, and just as the sun, the final little slips of the sun, go below the horizon, you walk through the rocks, and then out on the other side appears to be this great like woodland that maybe this existed at some point, and that, you know, it's been turned into fields. Maybe this is some kind of, you know, strange vision or apparition or something, but you are certainly feeling like you are in somewhere else, somewhere different, even though that you just walked a few feet. You can see what appears to be a little kind of dancing, maybe they're butterflies, maybe they're kind of bird-like things, but they're definitely different coloured and glittery, and in the kind of purple of the bright night sky, the moon casts a glistening light down upon them and you.
Okay, ladies. Now, remember, resist the urge to swipe at the fluttering things. They will...
I'm already like right down there, like, butt wiggling.
Fluffykins, no swiping at the fluttering things. That will almost certainly offend them. You like being a cat because they could probably turn you into something that isn't a cat and isn't very fun.
Why do you bring me these places?
I don't know. Why do you keep coming to me to take you to places like this?
It's fair.
And you hear a little flutter, like a little bzzz, that just goes past you behind you. A little little laugh that echoes into the night.
Hello?
And you hear another little buzz that just flies over.
Well, this is delightful. Hello? We're looking for the fairies.
And a fairy, little purple girl with these bright wings and almost like a kind of dress made out of like tulip petals, like flies up to you, right up into your face, kind of flutters her wings.
Thing.
Yeah, laughs at you, and I need you to roll cunning.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
5.
Oh no. 1 success?
All right. You will not be incapacitated by this effect, but you, not that we're gonna have to fucking roleplay this, just occasionally will just let out a really awkward laugh just at inappropriate moments. As there's just something really funny about this place that you just find so hilarious, but you're holding it in.
Hello? I am Delphi. This is Minmo, and this is Fluffykins.
And she kind of looks at you like, oh, that didn't quite work. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing here? She asks.
Well, you see, Minmo, if you could, and she, like, Delphi stretches her neck so someone can pull the tarot card out of her collar. You see, some rats stole this tarot card from me and my owner, or me and my human, and they were talking about coming to see you and using it and you and some magic to overthrow the cats in our neighborhood and get rid of us, which obviously we can't have. Our humans rely on us. They would be lost without us. So we were hoping that perhaps you maybe hadn't made a deal to give them some kind of strange ultimate power and would instead perhaps either decide not to or help us to stop them from doing that. Did I get all of that? And she looks at the other two. And Minmo would really like some dinner if there is any.
Yeah, Minmo's got like the huge pupils and the big like pathetic look on her face, like she's pulling the I haven't been fed in like an hour. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm dying.
All right, then Susie, why don't you roll cute for me? Difficulty 4.
Okie dokie. My cute is 3 because I'm adorable. Difficulty 4. 1 success.
All right. Well, the fairy, the pixie, says to you, "Oh well, you won't be wanting us. You'll be needing plot device. Where are we?
I've heard of them.
TRPG
Yes.
campaigns are on it.
Yes, the plot device. Where is this stuff?
Ah, the MacGuffin.
Yeah. You'll be needing the people and the thing. Oh yeah, I couldn't find it because it's in this book, not the other book. Congratulations. Where was the goddamn rat plot? Tell me the rat plot.
Tell me, book, or I will take a limb.
Millie will
Yeah, here we
tear
go.
each page one at a
I'm
time.
just riffing.
Yeah. You'll be wanting the Lady of the Fairylands. But with the complication, I need you, Susie, to make me any attribute check.
Any?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little
cute.
reaction going on here.
Suspicious.
Difficulty?
Oh. What are you rolling?
Cute.
A 4.
Okay. 3 successes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, you're being all cute, and you're, trying to keep the pixie kind of entertained and stay with you guys. But she flits off a little too quickly for your two companions to follow. But you manage to see where she flies off to.
Oh.
Flies through like a thicket and some kind of thorns and bushes and stuff just beyond.
Come on. And Minmo gestures back to the other two, but she kind of sets up off before she remembers that she has her 2 friends with her because Minmo sucks. So she starts making her way into the thicket before she's like, oh, the other 2, before she like comes back and tells them this way. Come on.
Yes, well done, Minmo. Well done. Yes.
It's
Very
very
cute.
good.
Only you are adorable.
Can I spit this out yet?
No.
Ugh.
Pass up to Minmo. She probably can, but I think it's wiser that she keep it.
It's nice hearing her be quiet for once.
It's scary.
Talk. That's all she ever does. Can't get a word in edgeways.
All right, you
Yeah,
head
it's
through those.
scary.
You head through those thickets, and beyond those, into a glade that is beautifully moonlit tonight. And on the stump of a tree that has been carved out, looks like it's been carved out into a kind of chair or a little throne. There sits a graceful, willowy-limbed child. Looks like to be a young, thin girl. And she has quite vibrant, bright eyes and a kind of mischievous face. And around her... no, in fact, she is clutching a glistening bag of your favorite treats. And they might be different for each of you, but they are your favorite treats, whatever they are. And particularly, I guess, for Susie, they are the brand that was empty at the top of the episode. But there's a full bag. In fact, she's kind of shaking it casually, and they're just flying off. They're falling into the ground. It's overflowing with treats.
So you know that ad for the Dreamies cat treats in the UK where someone shook it and a cat went through a wall
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get it? That's what Minmo does with like the thicket. So she hears the shake of the bag and she's bam. She's never moved so fast in her life. And she's like skids into this clearing and sees these treats. And she's like awestruck. She's never seen such a bounty.
I would like oh no, I'm just right. V, again, being the mystical one, I think you will know that you should always be wary of how you act around fae folk. And there are some things that cats should never do around them. Make a promise, take a fae's gift, or eat fae food, which they interpret as swearing a vow, or be rude, kind of by breaking a promise, trying to command them, all of that kind of stuff. So you for sure will know that
I feel like
as Minmo darts forward.
Minmo. I imagine Delphi like runs after her, and I don't know. I just picture Minmo trying to go for like some of the scattered treats, and Delphi just biting the collar and just going, no, no, no. And just like
a slow-mo from a war movie as these treats are ripped away from Minmo, and she's like,
no, no, and just like drags
All
her
right.
far enough away.
Oh no, it's not going to work, is it? Because the didn't tally 1 for 1. I want. Oh no, don't worry. Actually, let you guys role play it out. I was going to make like a roll or whatever to stop, but yeah, you pull. You just managed to say if you want Susie to pull Minmo back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Imagine Delphi does that thing that cats do, like to other cats and other creatures, and just puts a paw on her head. It's like, whatever you do, don't be rude, don't offend the child, person, human, fae, the fae. Do not, under any circumstances, eat anything that the child gives you. I'm sorry. If you do, you will have made some kind of vow or promise that I guarantee you cannot keep. It could be terrible. You could eat the food and then be cursed to look like this mess forever. Or it might be a promise that you'll give over your human. It's always something terrible, okay?
And the Fae girl says, "Oh, but they're so tasty," and she shakes the bag, and she takes one and kind of like offers it out towards you. Susie, I would like you to roll, please. I would like you to roll cunning.
Cunning? Okay.
Yeah, difficulty is going to be 5.
5?
Delphi's just in a panic. It's just like, Minmo, no. Thank you for your kind offer.
1 success.
Would you like to re-roll?
I would like to re-roll that last 3. A 6, 2 successes.
Okay, you have succeeded. All right, you stave off your hunger for these treats. And as you exchange a look, you can see that actually the girl's expression twists into kind of displeasure and a bit of annoyance, and this like plastic bag of treats and these like little biscuits that are falling over the ground start to morph and kind of almost degrade into like little kind of like a little sachet of leaves and little seeds that are starting to fall towards the ground, and they just kind of crumble into her hand. And then she pulls back and she says, "What is it that you have come to talk to me about?" 3 little cats.
We came to talk to you about the rats.
The rats?
Yes.
Mhm.
The rats that stole a tower tarot card from my human and apparently trying to plot the downfall of the cats in our neighborhood with your help.
Do you mean this, rat? And there's a little hover from Jezza as, with a couple of fairy wings, he starts to fly and just hover above the little throne, the little wooden throne that she's sitting on. And he laughs, little rat cackle.
Oh, hello, Jerry. It's you again.
Yeah, only this time I've got wings.
When rats fly.
Do
Do we have to call you a pigeon now?
with the clover like out of one side of my mouth? I'm still making that ack noise because he's flying now, and I really want to eat him.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. She says, "Go on then, Jeremy. Why don't you show them what we are made of?" And Jezza flies towards you. I don't know who, so I'm just gonna roll like a dice. One. Susie's left on my overlay. 1, 2, 3. Susie, I'm gonna need you to roll something in a second.
Uh-oh.
A fierce 3. Okay.
Okay, well, one success.
All right. So you succeed, but I'm gonna give you an owie.
Ooh.
You got a little boo boo.
I got an owie.
Yeah. So he flies towards you, and you try and duck out of the way, but he just clips your ear. Takes a little bit out of it, out the tip. So now you have imperfect ears.
Oh no.
Oh, he gonna die.
Yeah, take a little nick out of you. But yeah, he's kind of like, dive bombed you, gone vroom, and gone straight back up into the air. Who wants to act next?
I will look.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Buckykins. Yes.
I spit it out.
You can spit it out. Or eat it, whichever.
I can like consider it for a second. Like, no, maybe not right now. And where is this Jeremy rat?
He's currently like skimming around, trying to come from another pass at you.
Good. I will lie in wait and so get all perfectly aligned,
Nice.
ready to
All right.
jump for him.
There's a fierce, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Difficulty 3.
Yeah. 2 successes.
Nice. All right. How do you like grab Jeremy out of the sky, and you can finish him off if you want. You can do whatever you want with him.
If he flies up towards me, I'll go and leap and do one of those little backflip things that cats do when they catch things in midair. And pounce him down onto the ground, and I've got his neck in my jaws, and I'm looking up at the other two like, There's one vote. We need to. Hey, small lady child, I will kill your rat. Is that bad or good?
And she's just giggling at what's happening.
Oh, she doesn't like you very much, rat.
Delphi, give her the go ahead.
Well, I mean, I mean, if we kill him, we might offend her. That might be bad.
Like, just take a little nibble on feet or something to stop it running away. I
Oh,
bite
you can
off the
nibble.
wings.
Yes.
And I just like use my claw to scrape the wings off.
Oh, my God.
Just pick his wings off?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright.
Then it's
yeah.
just normal
Yeah.
rat.
Yeah, he becomes normal rat. You can either eat him or let him go.
You are the one that knows about these things.
Really, we're doing him a favor, aren't we, Jerry? Because you should never accept gift from the Fae, like those wings. It's always best to just destroy anything that they give you, lest they think that you owe them something. Hmm?
Fucking cats. Trying to wriggle out from under you.
What did they promise you?
Get rid of you.
And in return for?
I don't know, I wasn't listening.
Small child Fae, may I inquire what it is that the rats have to give you in return for getting rid of us?
I don't know, I hadn't really thought that far ahead. She says something about, I don't know, kids.
So you do realize that
Leading
it's just-
kids to the Feywild, you know. That
Ugh.
nonsense.
And how exactly do you, Jerry, suppose that you were going to lead small children to the Fae? Children don't want to go anywhere near rats. They run away from you.
Well, you see, now I heard a story that's about this piper, right? And what happens is he pipes all these rats out of town, right? And so there's this
Yes.
bit where he does it the other way around. So I was going to find the pipe and pipe
Have you
them out
seen
of
the
town.
size of a pipe? You couldn't fit your little rat mouth around the end of it. Wouldn't make a sound. You really didn't think this plan through, did you?
Yeah, I haven't really
Now,
thought that far
now,
ahead.
now, look. Now you are beholden to a Fae creature who could ask anything of you. It could even decide to wipe you all out. Did you ever think of that? Hmm?
No, it's very stupid, small rat.
What else did she give you? Because it wasn't just the wings. The wings are some stupid novelty that you tacked on the end, aren't they?
Well, actually, no, that was it. Now you're taking me through it. It seems a bit shit, actually.
Yes.
No, you made bad deal.
Fuck, yeah.
And really, I don't think there's any guarantee. I mean, did this Fae even tell you when they would get rid of us, or how? Did it ever occur to you that you might be waiting years, hundreds of years, for that to happen? No. Maybe instead of stealing my tarot cards, you should have come and asked for advice.
Oh, well, no harm done then. Shall I just be off?
No, you still owe this Fae creature something. Unless you want to backwards work your deals so that you don't destroy us, and therefore don't destroy yourself, and then we don't have to eat you. Because quite frankly, I think only, well, I don't know, Fluffykins, you might want to eat him, but that's really down to her. I'm not her boss.
You
Maybe-
The Feychild says, "Oh no, don't worry about him. I've had my fun. You've been very entertaining. What were your names?"
Do not, no, 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 no.
Minmo's like, huh? Recognition?
No.
All right, roll me,
Stage name.
roll me cunning. Roll me cunning. Where
Cunning.
is she? Difficulty
Elfie's just-
5.
Shouting stage name at Minmo. Stage name, not
Oh,
real name.
God. Difficulty 5. 1 success.
All right, you succeed, but you are unable to act for a little bit. You are starstruck. You are like, but I really wanna.
I
my
think she
big
starts. Yeah. She's like, Min. She looks at Delphi like, never mind.
Stage name.
She's just daydreaming about being a celebrity.
In Feyland. Okay, cool. Feyland celebrity. All right.
The product placements, the bargain, the deals she could do.
Your Instagram would be off the hook.
Oh, it'd be
The internet loves cats.
Yeah.
So Jerry, I think that what you should do is ask Fluffykins here very, very nicely not to eat you and instead to convince us all to help you get out of this ridiculous situation with your
Yeah.
tail intact.
Very,
No,
very
you're
nicely.
really going to have to beg her. She really wants to eat you.
She's
Oh,
not
really?
wrong.
They really don't want you to eat me? I know.
I don't care what you want.
No, you're going to have to add some flattery in there. You know.
What can you and your little ratty friends do to help us?
You're very nice, and I
not.
like
You are
all
wrong.
the shit you're covered in. And
Maybe don't remind her of that.
what? Why? It's lovely.
You are a dreadful judge of character.
Well, I was being nice. What?
You're being wrong.
Why?
But we all make mistakes sometimes. We all make stupid deal and end up in fairyland, apparently. Maybe you come back now, we start brand new golden age of cats and rats living together and being friends. How do you say to that?
Yeah, maybe.
On the condition that you stop eating her cat treats, stop chewing my books, and well, I don't know what they did to you, Fluffykins, but whatever it was they did to you, stop doing that to her.
Yeah, all right. Call it a ceasefire, truce, whatever. Yeah.
We'll stop picking up your kind and dragging them half dead to our owners' faces in the mornings. That seems fair.
That would be lovely because, bless them, there's a lot of casualties of that. Yeah.
Frankly, I don't think the humans really
Ceasefire.
know what to do with it. We just want to make sure they're fed, but
Yeah.
They are
Can
stupid.
I get out now?
So this is what? Ceasefire?
Yeah.
No. And I just bite his head off. What? That didn't sound very fun.
Fago claps. And after eating the Jeremy Corbyn rat, you
I'm
the
cleaning my
woods
bum for a bit because that's an important second step.
aggressively cleaning your ass. Yeah. You the woods around you fade away, and you are just a short distance from the Tri-Rock like structure thingy. But it is like dark night.
all you can see are Delphi's eyes at this point. She's just two yellow eyes in the pitch black. What just happened?
I'm not sure. A lot.
The
She-
blood
we should go home.
feud continues.
And Minmo turns to Delphi and quietly says, I'm going round Graham's house now, doubly more to get more treats.
Oh, that's still going on, is it? She still hasn't caught on.
Mm-mm.
Well, you know,
It's
as
so
usual,
easy.
you can leave my share of the hush treats outside the French doors, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw
There's
you.
like a wink. No, never saw. I am a house cat. Sometimes. Speaking of, though, we should get home.
Yes. Oh, our owners are going to. Oh, they're going to have missed us so much. We're going to get so many treats.
I
Half
bet
the time
there's
will not be
posters
fun.
all over town with my face on them. Oh no.
I could not
Already
eat another
posters.
thing. I'm stuffed.
There are already posters all over town with your face on.
More of them.
Yes, but
No
did they
such thing
pick a
as bad
good?
publicity.
Did Heather pick a good photo? Because I've seen her Instagram and not. I mean,
Oh, she never does. The one with me in the little cowboy hat?
it's not
Mm.
your
The
style,
one
I
where
don't
you are
know.
just lying on your back displaying all your pieces for everybody. It did not do you any favors.
No,
No,
not
no.
a fan.
Mm-mm.
Just gets my bad side, not this side.
Oh, I see. Yes. Different.
Maybe just swipe her phone off the table the next time she takes a bad one. That ought to get the message across.
Mm,
What I do with
idea.
Beatrix's tarot cards when she gives a shit reading, I just hop up on there and scatter them everywhere.
When Graham is designing shit websites, I make sure to knock water onto PC.
Oh, that's a good one. That sounds like fun.
It's fun you only have a couple of times a year.
Yeah.
He's got better
Jesus.
at websites.
Poor guy's out of work. Yeah, chat. I don't know either. I don't know what's going on anymore. All right, we're let's wrap up. I guess you saved the day. I'm supposed to ask you some questions. Did the kitty save the day?
Yes.
Yes.
+1 XP. Did everyone have fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Yes. +1 XP. No, I did. I'm joking. Did your kitty or her human learn a valuable lesson?
No, I learned nothing.
I learned nothing.
No.
Don't design
Everything I'd
shit.
heard about the Fae is true.
Don't design shit websites, Graham.
I can eat whoever I want with no repercussions.
No repercussions.
Going
There you
out
go.
of the house is shit, and you shouldn't do it.
Valuable lesson. I agree. Did you fail a roll?
Yes.
There were some full-out failures, I think.
Yeah.
So that's +1 XP per fail. Not that this is going to mean anything. Cool. That was Magical Kitty Save the Day.
Woo.
That was a
Amazing.
lot more voices. That was a journey of voices for me
Sure was.
today.
What happened to Trev? We need an epilogue.
I
Sam.
love Trev. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rev, roadkill probably.
Oh.
Oh,
Just for shock value. No, he's fine. He went to his little rat family and lived happily
in the country.
in the country. Yeah.
Good.
Went to the
because
rat farm.
He owes me
Country rat.
organs. I'll just show up at his door in like 2 years' time, like tap, tap.
Rumple fucking Stiltskin.
Yeah.
You promised me.
You owe me a spleen.
Hello. Trev needs to be a fucking squire in the next season of ATF.
Hello.
Can he be Miria's squire?
Yes.
Rev.
No.
TRYVORR 34.
It's gonna be Dornish Cockney Trev.
Dornish. I don't know. I can't do
Oi,
that.
oi, Miria.
What, governor? You alright? It's fucking hot, isn't it?
Look,
Want me
Mary
to polish your
Poppins.
steel?
Hate us.
Why are we like this?
Oh my god. Oh. Thanks for tuning in to our ridiculousness. This is for us to have some fun between seasons of After the Fire, which you can catch here on this very channel when we come back to it on this very day at this very time. I've still got the Faye music on. Let me turn that on. That's really. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for playing with me, friends. It's been a laugh. I don't know for 100% what we're playing next week, though I might entice maybe one of you to run something for us so that I'm going to play 1 week or something. But we're also talking about running some Star Trek Adventures, but lower decks style. So it's all the shit jobs like cleaning the holodecks and HR and stuff. Yeah, we'll put something like that together. I'm talking to Noir about it as well. I'm trying to get him on board, and he is keen for it. So, yeah, no, I'm really keen for it too. So, we want to try and put that together. Obviously, we need to make some characters, and it's a little bit more complicated than these games that we played the last couple of weeks. So we might do like maybe we do a session of that. I don't know, like a short one or something. But we'll figure it out, and hopefully we're back next week with something fun to play. But yeah, until then, we all do stuff. So I want to know what stuff you are doing. Susie, what are you up to next?
Hello, I am Susie. I would just like to say, I imagine that when Minmo went home, she immediately rubbed herself and her shit covered body all over Heather, because cats do that.
Yeah.
And then probably threw up in her shoes because she was so happy to be home.
True story. Today, I had to, with tissue, I hasten to add, pull a proper, and this, we're talking about 50p size nugget of shit that was hanging off of Morello's bum because she'd gone and then was just it was attached to a hair or something that was still attached to her.
Yeah.
She was just running around with it at the house, and I was just like, can you fucking stop so I can grab that, please? Thank you. So yeah, cats do stuff like that all the fucking time.
Can confirm.
My cat back home, Cisco, liked to roll in dead stuff and get it all over his fur and then just chill on the living room carpet. And we'd be like, Oh,
Grim.
so yeah.
I
Yeah.
went outside for a cigarette last night with bare feet, and just as I was going to go back in, I was like, huh, that feels weird on my foot. I wonder what that squishy thing is. And it turns out one of the cats had caught a mouse and they leave the stomach. So that was fun. That
Nice.
was a sensory experience I could have done without, I'll be honest.
Do you know what? I feel like as cats, we showed a lot of restraint. We didn't
Good,
deliver our
very
owners
good.
dead carcass asses like mine did a lot.
Yeah.
Just rows of
I
mouse
will be
asses.
vomiting a lot.
Yeah.
Graham has
But-
a lot of wiping in his future.
Although maybe Fluffykins left the remains of Jeremy Rat.
Yeah, just the stomach.
There you go.
It's on the
That's it.
doormat.
There you go. That's our
All right.
epilogue.
But yes, hello. I'm Susie. I'm a streamer and I do stuff at Susanna Grace all over the internet. I will next be on your screens tomorrow on my channel, playing something. We usually do some multiplayer on Friday. Don't know.
I was hoping
We
you'd
haven't
tell
figured
us
anything
because we
out.
haven't figured it
Yeah.
out yet.
No.
I'm
So it'll
hoping
be
for some more
whatever it
Helm's
is.
Deep, but
Oh God, Left 4 Dead was. We played modded Left 4 Dead last week. It was a lot.
There was a time. Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll figure something out, and I'll be streaming regardless. So that will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 p.m. if you're in the old motherland, Gran Bretagne. Other than that, you can catch me everywhere on the internet at Susanna Grace. And also, it's like 24 hours left of the Ennies. So if you haven't voted all yet,
Oh shit.
please come vote for us. For our first ever game, it's up for 3 Ennies, and we are up for fan favorite publisher. So please do go put a 1 wherever you see the Spy Game or Black Cats Gaming on the voting form. Thank you.
Thanks. Millie.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, I'm Millie. Amelia Tyler. That's my full name. God, I'm tired.
That's all right, mate.
I'm a very tired voice actor. How are you all doing? I'm not doing massive amounts of stuff at the moment. Tuesdays, I'm usually playing Phasmophobia with this lovely lot and Tom. I think it could be quite interesting next week because I've just had an update. So
Oh, nice.
wait to see the new ghosties and new
Yeah.
equipment and stuff. It's going to be really fun and obviously a shit show. We're a bit too efficient the last couple of weeks, and I'm waiting for it all to go wrong, to be honest.
Don't
but there's
believe you.
that. I'll hopefully
no, we were horrifyingly
we
efficient.
were really efficient.
Something
Last
was
2
wrong.
weeks, I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
We're clearly
Alright.
just too professional.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll be doing that Tuesday, Thursday. I will hopefully be back here. And in the meantime, it's Gamescom, so maybe I'll be able to talk about some stuff soon. Maybe.
Yay.
Yeah.
Who knows? NDAs are fun.
NDAs.
We shall see. But you can find me over on Twitter and Twitch as Amelia Tyler, because that's how names work. The end.
Nice. All right. And V, what are you up to?
Hi. You can find me on Mondays right here on the Black Cats Gaming channel, playing Cursed Captains of Cthulhu, GMing my campaign of Dreams Beneath the Waves. It's gonna hopefully be we didn't have a game this week because Sam was away, but we're back on Monday, and I can't wait because we left it off with one player just stepping off into the sea full of awful tentacly people creatures and falling asleep. They're in the middle of absolute chaos, and I have been waiting 3 or 4 sessions now to throw gribbly things at them. So I'm back in my element with the famous Virginia GM laugh. Tuesdays, I'm on with Susie, Millie, and Tom playing Phasmo. I can't wait to see. There's new ghost types, and they've changed a bunch of the evidence stuff. So we're going to go right back to flailing around like we did at the start. So please come and join us for that. It's hilarious, and there's usually lots of after the fire bleed into that.
I don't know what you're talking about. What bleed? We're all fine.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, we're all fine.
And then Fridays, I usually stream with this lot. We're doing something probably. And occasionally you can catch me doing impromptu streams over on my Twitch throughout the week, usually of Siege or maybe some Apex Legends, now that Kurt's got me hooked on that. Otherwise, that's all I'm really doing at the moment. I'm working on a couple of projects like Curse Captains of Cthulhu. But otherwise, if you want me to work on your TTRPG or graphic design projects, hit me up. My DMs are open on Twitter because I'm now freelance. Let me make cool things for you. There we go.
Except
That's
don't,
it.
because we need all of her time. All right. People covered most of the stuff that I might have covered, apart from Wednesdays where I'm playing some solo RPGs. At the moment, I'm playing Iron Sworn. My little dude Euros is having a time, and it just twists and fucking turns in that game. So, because apparently I GM myself like I do everyone else, and give them a complete fucking disaster. So yeah, if you want more solo juicy fruit, that sounds weird. Don't say that. If you want to follow Euros's Bad Times, which is now the title of next week's stream, definitely, then check us out. This channel here again, 2 p.m. Eastern or 7 UK. And yeah, we'll figure out what we're going to play next week. So please go and follow this lovely lot, and then please come back on the Thursday to see what we are playing. Another tabletop title, something that is part of one of our little catalogs, and we'll entertain and you and delight ourselves in our mischievous times. Have we got a raid going on? I've got a little bit. Valdrinth is streaming some tabletop RPGs. We could do that. Give him some love. Valdry. Did it work? It worked! Huzzah! Awesome. So please go and show Valdrin some love. And we will see you very, very, very soon, I'm sure, on one channel or another. Ta-da now, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.